too cold, it's not too snowy where you are. Great to have your company. We were together at, what time did we launch this? 11 o'clock. The Weekday Wonder was launched at 11, and boy, it's one of the busiest launches I can remember from Tonic. It's been absolutely amazingly received. The update on the stock, 20% of the entire weekday stock went in the first live hour. Now, that's unheard of. That doesn't normally happen. And I think the reason these are so popular is, A, they are gorgeous, but B, they're so versatile. You called them the little black dress?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I
because
get that.
a little black dress you generally buy, don't you, and you decorate.
Yeah.
You decorate it up with big chunky pearls or a diamond necklace or a scarf from the neck. These are the same sort of feeling. You take your die, you use them as corners, and then you accessorise with them, adding different things, centerpieces, sentiments, you know, different mediums.
Well, these corners can then become frames, because if you cut them out twice and put them side by side, they make like a rectangular frame. They can become a cross. You saw on that little clip that we started the show with a beautiful blue cross. That's using 4 of these, and we'll go through that a bit later on. But you get 2 dies in each set, 2 medium and 3 large, wonderful corner dies, and the detail's phenomenal.
They're beautiful. You know, whether you do use them as corners, frames, you know, going round a beautiful rectangle, going round a 15 by 15, an 8 by 8. You can do that with all these. Chop into them as well, just use them as elements. You know, that one there is a long side, but chop it down and it could work quite easily on a 15 by 15 card.
And as we keep on
My
going,
favourite.
I think this is my favourite as well. That trellis is beautiful, isn't it?
It is, it's gorgeous. Works absolutely gorgeous if you want to do it all the way around your card, if you want to make it into pergola and put the bride and groom in the middle. Stunning.
And then this beautiful mixture of florals. That could be a poinsettia. If you had maybe the background in red and did the front in gold or whatever, that could be quite festive. But equally, it's a wonderful spring and summer look as well. So they really are ticking all the boxes. And if I just show you some finished samples here, we've got some gorgeous ones to kind of tempt you. Look at this one here. That's one of those corners cut out twice. And because it's one of the bigger ones, it actually makes the frame for the 25 in the middle. Yeah,
so you've got all that beautiful work going on. Now, my favourite, chop into it.
Yeah.
So you're making it into 4 corners that are going to fit perfectly on your 6 by 6 cards. Absolutely gorgeous. But you can also make it so that it's got one on either side for a larger formatted card.
That's
absolutely
what Jodie
stunning.
did in the launch show earlier on, which you can watch back if you want to a bit later. That was on the 11 o'clock show this morning.
Yeah, I particularly love this one. You know, everything that's going on there, but you've got your gorgeous corners going all the way around your work.
Now, I didn't see this until I saw that kind of video that we played at the beginning of the show. Put the 4 corners together, and it's now a fantastic cross card. So that could be a sympathy card, it could be a wedding card, it could be anything that you wanted it to be, really.
So exactly the same die as what Dave's showing you, but they're going the opposite way. So instead of joining in the middle, they're just going around the card. Really pretty.
And then this one, again, use them totally differently.
Yeah.
Beautiful, aren't they? Now, what you've got here are basically 10 dies, because you've got 5 sets. There's 2 dies in each, one that cuts the outside edge, one that cuts the decorative detail for you, but that's also got a cutting edge on it as well. But it means that you can put a different colour behind the actual detailed die. $39.95. That's a £12 saving off the price, down from $51.95 to just under £40. And if you want it on FlexiBuy, you can have it with just 2 payments of $19.98. Now, nearly a quarter of the entire week's stock has gone. We're busy. We're going to have queues all through the show. We did earlier on, so apologies. If you can use the website, hochanda.com, that will avoid any queues. Now, another thing that caused a big response.
What are they, Dave? Go on, do it. What noise do they make? Woo, woo!
I can't do that.
Woo, woo!
I can't do that. I wonder how many dogs are leaping up and barking at the TV right now.
They're an amazing price, so don't miss out.
These are an incredible price. Look at this. They're some of the biggest dies I can remember doing, and they are the biggest die really that can go through an A4 machine. Look at the deal that we've got on this. 28 dies, 14 on the Greek temple, which is the square, and 14 on the English picnic, which are the rectangles. $39.98, down from nearly £71. £31 off. Half the stock nearly is gone in one show. These really did fly. And just to give you a heads up, if I turn them round, if you've got the standard square and rectangle matting and layering dies, where they stop, these take off. So you can increase your matting and layering die collection at the
You
same
can.
time.
So taking a normal Tonic Studios nesting set, put it inside there, and then you've got the whole size starting from 1 inch,
Yeah.
going all the way up to 8 inch in your mat and layers.
And the way that you can use these... Sorry, can you get the...
You making a mess, David?
I am. I'm very good at that.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, the way you can use them, when you see the different mix and match possibilities, look at that.
They're beautiful, they really are. You know, whether you want to do corners, whether you want to do frames, whether you want to do apertures, whether you want to add depth to your card, these are very, very easy die set to use, whether you are putting centre elements in of pictures, whether you're just putting a sentiment in there, whether you're using them on your box lids. They're a beautiful die set.
I think my favourite shape is this one. Very unusual. It's called the Greek Temple.
Yeah.
But as well as that, you've also got this design as well, which is more vine-like and leaf-like, which is stunning. All in the Greek Temple dies themselves. And then remember, the rectangular ones are the English Picnic. But you can put your Nouveau drops in there. I think on one of these earlier cards that was done. That one. There's Nouveau drops on there. There's not Nouveau drops on that one, but there is on the first one. There we are, look. Nouveau drops in the centre. And what look like B's and D's. I love that design. That pattern is really eye-catching.
You know, it's a pattern that doesn't say feminine or masculine.
No.
It's that in-between ground. So depending on what colour you cut it out with, depends on whoever you're sending it to.
And when we look at the boards, cards aside for a second, just look at the versatility and the different variety you've got.
You know, these are all verso-edged as well, so you've got all that versatility from Tonic Studios, whether you are making them into frames, apertures, windows, whether you're matting and layering with them, but you've got all the different finishes in there.
Wow.
So the Greek Temple has got all straight edges. The Picnic has got a scallop, straight, all the way down. It alternates down, because that's what our nesting dies do as well. So it just follows the sequence of the nesting dies.
The variety is immense. It really is a great set to invest in. And remember, you've got £71 virtually of value. Today, $39.98. This has also got, I believe, a Freedom price on it, hasn't it? Yeah, so we've got the Freedom for you, $35.98, and that is on Freedom Flexi. So for £71 worth of dies virtually, all you have to give us today is half that, which is £17.99 delivered, and then £17.99 in 4 weeks' time. That's why the lines were so busy for this earlier on. If you get in early, you'll get in at the beginning of the queues. As the show goes on, those queues are going to get longer and longer. We did have 6-minute queues in the launch show earlier this morning, so we don't want you to be in a 6-minute wait. Order online at Hochanda.com. Now, we've also got some beautiful flowers that we've been able to put into the show. We were only showing you photographs of these in the earlier show. We've got them for you. You spotted them online on our website. £11.98 gets you the Rose and the Morning Glory. So that's those two just there. So here we go. So that's the Rose and Morning Glory. Same price, £11.98. Saves you £4. 102,528. They flew. And everyone was saying it was a little bit Beauty and the Beast-ish.
It is. So if you look at the rose is very Beauty in the Beast-ish with the little bud on there. But you've also got the Morning Glory in there as well. Really, really pretty little flowers. You don't have to use the whole of thing. You know, cut the flowers out, decoupage them up, and you've got beautiful embellishments, whether you stick them onto your bows, for example, or you make a whole corsage with them. And
paper piecing. Look, how gorgeous does that look? Cut it out a couple of times in different colours, and all of these little pieces fit perfectly, like a jigsaw, into the aperture on the flower. Decoupage it a little bit, make it 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional. Lovely. And why not just use the buds of the roses? Cut them off, 3 of them together. Very nice. And then there's the Morning Glory, used in the same way. Stunning. Oh, wrong way up.
They're gorgeous. You know, it's just something that you can add to your card and make that most out of the front.
Beautiful. So that's those two. And then we also have the lily and the tulip, which proved popular as well. The lily's my favourite flower.
It is mine as well. It's my wedding flower.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I had stargazers in my wedding bouquet. But, you know, they're really, really pretty. And once again, you know, chop into them. Use multiples of them. Use them as a corner element if you want. Or maybe they're a centrepiece. It's entirely up to you.
Well, £11.98 gives you a £4 saving, which actually is really good because that percentage-wise is about 33% off, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
It's 333931, £11.98 for both of those. Other things you'll find on the website, hochanda.com, that are in the show today. I'll quickly show you some finished cards of your lilies. There we are, look. And your tulips. Aren't they lovely? Let's have a little look at that one. And then more lilies. Fab. 333931, and they are yours. Okay, now the website is there, hochanda.com, so you don't get involved in a queue. If you know someone that wants to order these, tip them off, send them a text or something, tell them to do it sooner rather than later, because if you leave it too late, I know Jodie's back at 5 o'clock with another show of this, I don't think any of these dies are going to last too much into the week the way we're going at the moment. Okay, corners first then.
Yeah, right, so we're incorporating the corners alongside those beautiful large nesting dies. So we're going to use the picnic on these ones. So the picnic, we've taken the scalloped edge to cut our matten layers. So that there is one of the little dimples. And then the next one down, which is the straight edge, taking it away, we've cut the next mount. Okay, and we've cut them. So we have a red one that's just a little bit bigger.
So it gives
it's
you
just
like
a tad.
A little millimetre or two border around the edge.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take the red one and we're going to take the die. This is one of the corner dies, and we're just going to come into that corner there. We're going to level it up and run that through the machine. So what we're cutting out is not what I need. We're keeping the red, the whole red, not the die cut. Okay. So let's take that one away. So although that is absolutely stunning in its own right, I don't want that bit.
Right.
So that is going to go into my keep box. Get rid of those. And I'm going to bring it down the bottom now.
Oh, so you're basically after the waste.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Why not a variety is the spice of life?
And actually, that's what you're going to get with these dies, because they are so snippable. You know, not the dies themselves, but what they cut out is so snippable. You do all sorts with them.
So now, once again, that one is going to go into my keep box.
Yeah.
But that is going to sit over the top of that one there, because we're going to cut some in cream now. And we're going to put the cream ones back in. So
and you know everything's going to fit, because the die is precision all the way.
So run that one through. And then we're going to do a second one as well. So that is the bit that I want now. I want that bit. So get rid of those bits. And cut another one out. Oh, let's just turn it back the other way, because the other side of the paper, I cut it that way.
Right.
So I want it to be the same texture. So let's just put that back.
And is this Craft Perfect cardstock?
It is Craft Perfect.
That's on the website. That's from Tonic as well. And there's always a pick and mix going on. So if you're running out of Craft Perfect card, or you want to stock up on it, different textures, different colours, satin finish, mirrored card, it's all there. Yeah.
So I have my white ones. Now I could keep this little bit, and I could do the same principle and put those ones back into there. So I have a second card there ready to go with just my waste.
Like it.
So
it's like positive and negative, isn't it?
It is positive and negative. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this one, and this one is going to go. So I'm going to do those little bits in there as well, because I don't want them flapping about in the wind. So just add in some little bits in there.
What Nouveau glue are you
This
using?
is the Deluxe Adhesive.
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to alternate between the Deluxe and also the Funky Glue pen.
And is it similar glue that's inside each, or?
This dries faster, clearer.
Right.
Okay. The Funky Glue I tend to use if I'm, if I'm doing things like my demo boards. Yeah, because I slap it about all over the place. But yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
Oh dear, if you were to see the amount of glue that I go through,
I can only start to imagine.
It's quite embarrassing. So The kids as well, though. The kids use the funky glue all the time, you know, for school projects, for sticking things in the files and...
Well, I know lots of you have got the funky glue pens. You've probably stocked up recently with some special offers we had.
Yeah.
On, I think it was on one of our sales shows, one of our...
It was, yeah, on one of the bid-ups we had, yeah, one of those shows. I forgot what show it was. We had 10 packets of funky glue on one of them. So this now is just going to slide into there. But look how that starts to change the feel.
It's looking good, isn't it?
It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
So let's take all our Greek temple now. So this is going to go onto the white one. So let's just take some 3D.
Now remember, the Greek temple one is the square set of dies, and the English picnic is the rectangular ones, and they all go together so well. There's just so much value in these. Half the stock is confirmed gone. There they are. If I just hold them up to you, you've got to make sure that you've got one of the bigger die cutting machines that will cope with A4, but these are basically, the biggest square is 8x8, so you can actually make your 8x8 card blanks out of A4 if you want to, which is really useful.
They are a quarter of a price. They really are.
Amazing.
So we'll just add in that matte and layer within there, and then we can start to matte and layer this up. So that is going to go onto my black. So we've got that really nice little edge going all the way around, and then this is going to go into the centre of there. So did you get your fair dames? This is one of the fair dames.
Asking me that question.
So this is going to go within the perimeter. So these are our oval nesting dies in the middle. And this is going to be our little topper. But that could be any topper. Yeah, any one that you've got in your collection.
A stamped verse.
It could. It could. So let's just add some 3D foam to her. Perfect fit. And let's bring that into the centre.
Anyone would think you planned it.
Oh, I know. So that is going to go within there. And then we've got a little bow, which is going to come down the bottom. So we're going to go black on first, then we're going to go burgundy.
Ooh, duo bow. Nice.
Yeah. So that's going to go into there. My little sentiment is going to have a 3D foam pad on its bottom as well, which is going to go into the top corner.
They are so elegant, those corners, aren't they?
They are.
They really are.
And then we've got a bobby dazzler. So if you don't know what a bobby dazzler is, rather than purchasing loads and loads of shiny elements, the bobby dazzler is made with a glue gun and the glitter. Yeah. So it's just a blob of hot glue, cover it in glitter, let it dry, and that is going to give you your little bobby dazzler.
It does. The embellishments.
It does. And you can do
jewels.
them in whatever colour, whatever size you want.
Good idea.
So there we have an Australian upside down card. So let's quickly alter that.
This is how you can correct. This turns it into a happy mistake. It's great that it happens to the pros as well, isn't it?
So here we go. How are we going to do this, David? That's going to go. Let me just think about this a minute. That's going to go into there like that. That is going to go across there like that. That is going to go across there like that. And that is going to give me my stand. Come on, stick. Just hold it a minute.
That's why you're the demonstrator and I'm the presenter.
We just hold that for a minute so it sticks. And then that is going to come down, and we're going to have a little stand at the back.
Such a pro. What about that?
How to correct a boo-boo.
Can I show you another one that that Jodie did earlier today? This was another one of the demonstrations from the launch hour at 11 o'clock, and I just love this colour combination.
Yeah, I do.
Isn't that just so classy? Again, using one of the corner dies, pattern paper. That's from the Greek temple, that BD design. I love that to bits. Maybe it's because it's my initials.
I think
just realised that.
I think it's a very classy card. That
Yeah,
one.
I do. Yeah, and if you wanted to put ribbon through that, you could do thread ribbon through, or put Nouveau drops in the middle of them. They'd look great as well. But very, very sophisticated. And this is the other one that Jodie did earlier on. All available for watching back on Rewind from 11 o'clock this morning. But watch that back a bit later on. There we go. So let's show you some other things, some other finished cards that have been made using not only these fantastic corners, but also, of course, the wonderful Greek temple and also the English picnic dies as well. Take a little look at this. This gives you some ideas and inspiration. That last card you saw there, I'll try and find it here in a minute, was basically this corner snipped and used 4 times. That's what created that last card you saw on that little clip then. That's it in its glory, whether it's vertical, whether it's horizontal, whichever way. And put 4 of them together to make a cross. That was one that you saw. Oh, here it is. There we go. Look. So that is that corner snipped. You'd never know it, so they are so versatile. You're going to get so much out of these dies. And to call them the die equivalent of a little black dress, I think it's genius from Jodie's point of view, because you can add so much to them. You can dress them up. You can add embellishments. You can put ribbon through some of them, of course, as well. You can add your dots, your nouveau dots onto them, as we've done here with this. Approaching 30% of the weekday wonder stock has gone. You're loving everything about these. And look at this one. Why not use them as almost brackets? They overlap the sentiment in the middle. Here's another one that's actually, you think of corners as being something that's like either angular or square or rectangular, but they're on a round card. They work beautifully well as well, topping and tailing that sentiment in the middle. Love it. So £39.95 is all these are today. And remember, that's a £12 saving. It is also on FlexiBuy as well if you want to spread the cost over 2 payments. They're ready to be dispatched straight away, so you've got no worries about pre-Christmas delivery. Absolutely no problem at all. 2 payments today of £19.98. You pay that today plus the postage, and £19.98 in 4 weeks' time on the 11th of January 2018. 169110, that is your weekday wonder. And then the large layering die set, well, really, some of them are layering, others aren't, because what you've got here is like an extension of your square and your rectangular matting and layering dies. So if you've got those before from us, where those stop, where the largest one ends, these then carry on, because I'll show you again on the square what I mean. All of these up to this size here are decorative, and they're beautiful for that. But then you've got all these matting and layering dies, much, much larger, going up to a full 8x8. So where the other matting and layering dies stop, these continue. So you'll then have a complete collection of straight-sided matting and layering dies. Over half the stock has gone on this offer. You're also, as well as the squares, getting the rectangles, which is the English picnic. And this, again, has got the same sort of scenario in that when you look at the smaller rectangular die sets, the matting and layering ones, where they end, these take over. And they alternate between scalloped edge and straight edge, scalloped edge and straight edge. So these are stunning, stunning dies. Both sets together, and they are also on a massive reduction, actually, £31 off if you buy them today. They are some of the biggest dies that we've done from Tonic. And you have them also on FlexiBuy and on Freedom. So if you're a Freedom member, you will pay only £17.99 if you want FlexiBuy today, and then £17.99 in 4 weeks' time. And that's a delivered price to you for being in the Freedom Club as well. 696560. Now, down the end of the counter, we've got some more of these beautiful floral dies. And we've got the Rose and the Morning Glory. Morning Glory and Rose, which, where's that one gone? It's in the wrong pile. Here we go. So that one is the Morning Glory, and that one is the Rose. There they are. I think that's right. No, hang on. That's the Morning Glory, and that's the Rose. There we go. So those two together, if you like those, are £11.98, and lots of fun paper piecing with that, or putting maybe a coordinating colour behind it, because that's all open. So whatever you paper piece with, the colour will show through beautifully, and that's the Morning Glory. And then the other one is the Lily and the Tulip, which are those two just there. Really popular, always handy to have these. And again, if you just want the buds rather than the swirls, you can again snip into those after they've been cut out. 11.98. Make a big bouquet of them if you wanted to. Cut them out a few times. 333 931. £11.98 saves you £4 off the price. Now, more layering dies we've got for you. Let's have a little look at these because these are available on the website too. We've got our hearts and we've also got our diamonds. And they are on a special price as well, down by £12 to less than 20. 19.98, 242431, and you've got, does it say how many dies there are in each one there? There's quite a few. 17 altogether. 10 diamonds, 7 hearts is what you've got. 242431. And there's more on the website if you want to have a little look. And the Eastern Oyster and the Sunray Venus, these are matting and layering dies, but in beautiful, ornate designs. 18 dies altogether. Again, you can use them either vertically, as they are on the picture there, or horizontally. Really good value for money. And if you want something a little bit unusual that's not just straight-sided, then that's the one to go for. 404064. Excellent.
Right, we're going to play with those gorgeous roses and also the Greek temple.
Ooh,
yeah.
my favourite.
So we're going to cut the rose out first of all because we're going to actually decoupage him. So we're going to start with the base and we're going to work our way forward. Okay. So this here is going to give me the base of my rose to work on to. So run that one through. So that's going to give me the silhouette, as it were, of my gorgeous little rose.
Lovely.
So I want some more leaves, so I'm going to cut it a secondary time, but I'm just going to cut the leaves this time because I don't want the rest of it. We just want some leaves because I want them to have a little bit of oomph, a little bit of lift.
It's embossed the leaves as well,
It is, yeah. They've got a little slot in there as well, and the leaves are embossed. So let's take that away now and just gently take that away. So let's do a Jodie feet clean up. Sorry, Ben. So, using our leaf, we're going to come in and I'm going to chop just those bottom leaves out and also that little leaf there that's just hiding on the stem. Okay, I'm going to take the main one now and we're going to put some 3D foam behind the leaf itself. So let's just take just a little bit because we don't need a lot. I just need 3 little bits. So 1, 2, 3. So that bit, oh, what a fit.
Yes.
So that
you've done that before, haven't you?
Just a few times. So that is going to go onto the leaf there. So let's take that away. But my main stem, we're going to stick flat. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. I think I've got a faulty roll, you know. It seems to be splitting in the middle.
These 2 bits were stuck together this
They
morning.
were, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's, come on, play nicely, there we go. So my stem, I am putting the adhesive up the stem. So when I put my stem on, my stem will be flat, but yet my leaves will still have
dimension.
Okay. So, oh, you're driving me mad. Let's go.
Thought you talked to me then.
Let's go big style. Let's put some hot glue on it. If in doubt, hot glue it.
Yeah.
So
never
now,
go wrong.
so now we've got the 3-dimensional leaves. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do the flower head. My flower head is going to be in matte. So let's do the matte first of all. So run that through.
So is this going to be paper piece?
It's semi.
All right.
You're going to be cheated.
Okay.
Yeah. So taking that one, taking our flower head, take out any of the excess bits, trim away all that bottom bit, and then we're going to stick it onto that beautiful matte red. Okay.
That's, again, your Craft Perfect cardstock.
It is, but traditional Blue Peter style. we have some that have already been done.
Nice.
Yeah? So you've got that depth. So I'm going to put those to one side. I'm not going to stick that down yet. But as you can see, that will fit. And it's going to look beautiful.
It's going to look gorgeous.
Okay, so let's just put that to one side. So taking that Greek temple now, we've made our matten layer. So all the different layers going all the way down there. And this is going to go onto the front of there.
I wonder why it's called a Greek temple.
I don't know.
It's not Greek key, it's, you know, Greek key is normally square, isn't it? This is round and
Knowing our office, darling, it could be just about anything. So that there, we've also got the matte red underneath there, so it's showing through. So we're going to put my rose down first of all. So let's just add a little bit of adhesive onto there, and my rose is going to come down the side like so, and then this is going to stick directly over the top. We've got our love die, but we've taken away, this has a little arrow on it as well.
Okay, the Cupid's arrow.
Yeah, but we've taken that away, so we've just got the word love now. Finishing off with a nice little bow on the top, and there you have your Greek temple alongside your beautiful rose.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Really, really simple and easy and quick to do because you've got the dies that's doing the hard work for you. And remember, the Greek temple and the English picnic, those dies are the ones that we think are going to sell out the first. And we had, I think, one of the biggest stocks of those as well. But the saving is massive. It's £31 off from £70.98 to £39.98. And that's what you're getting. That picture doesn't really do it justice because they could be any size. They are 8 by 8, that square, biggest square die is. And you've got lots that go down in equal increments of a couple of mil at a time to give you wonderful matting and layering capabilities. But you can also, of course, use them on much smaller cards. You don't always have to use the biggest dies all the time. So the square ones are the Greek temple, the rectangular ones are the English picnic. You get 14 dies in each set, and they are, if you're in the Freedom Club and you want flexi, £17.99 is all you pay today, plus, well, no P&P for you if you're a Freedom member, and then £17.99 in 4 weeks' time. And that gets you £71 worth of dies. Not bad, eh? 696-560. And the corner dies that are officially our weekday wonder, these are being really snapped up quickly. They are so versatile. They're brand new as well. They're not, you know, being discontinued or reduced because they've been out ages. They're brand new dies. You've got 2 medium and 3 of the large, and there are 2 dies in each set. So you've got the outside cutting edge. The die inside that also cuts out, but of course you can then have a wonderful back to the corner as well, so you can have different coordinating cardstock behind the main decorative die. £39.95, a third now of the entire stock has gone, 169110. It's all about how you can use them and what you can do with them. I'll hold a few more up for you in a second, but this shows you lots of different varieties of using the weekday wonder. So hopefully that's given you some ideas as to how to use the corners in a different way. You know, there are literally, just when you get them home, just run them through the machine, cut out a few bits of cardstock, look at the cardstock on the table, and then just get your scissors out and snip, and then play like a little jigsaw puzzle and play with different ways of using them. I mean, to make that into a cross, using one of those corners 4 times to make a cross is, I think, absolutely genius. But there are so many other ways of using them as well.
Yeah, I've got 2 more ways to show you as well.
Ooh. Okay.
Right, so this is my mutton layer. We've got that sandy colour underneath, and we've got that beautiful grey on the top.
This is one of my favourite colour combinations.
Yeah,
Grey and
now,
yellow.
these are your dies. So the outside edge is bigger than this one, yeah? So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to use the bigger one first of all. And we're going to take it and we're going to place it near the top.
They call this one the Moroccan Orchid corner.
Why? I don't know.
There's one that's called Frivolous, but Jodie
I
can't say it.
can't say it. Yeah, not even going to try.
Frivolous.
Not even going to try. You know, there's things in life that make you look stupid, and I'm not going to do that. So that is my top corner. Oh, you silly card. So let's just keep that because we want that bit in a minute.
Okay.
And we're going to come down the bottom. And we're going to cut this one out. Now, I have to say, this is one of our loose cards. The way that this lady sees cards and builds cards is extraordinary. Her cards, they're stunning. The time and effort that goes into these is amazing, I have to say. So, let's take that one away.
I think that's what people love about card making, though, is the time and the effort that's gone into something.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, this would normally be our waste, wouldn't it? But we're going to use that as well. So let's first of all take this and apply our adhesive all the way around. Don't forget your middle section. And don't forget these little flappy bits. Okay, because you're not wanting those to flap about. So let's place that onto there. Okay. So these were the bits that we cut out of the middle of there. But if we then take the detail die and put the detail back into here, it's going to be like a razor. It's going to shave a couple of mil off.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the outside cutting edge is slightly bigger
You got it.
than this die.
Yep. So now, when we cut those away, all the way through, what it's going to do is, can you see it shaved that off? But what it's given us, give it a good old flick. There we go, Dave. You can do that one.
Chief poker outer.
Well, I do the next one because we need 2. Yeah. So
Now, all of these have been cut perfectly. They just need popping out. That's
They
all.
do. Yeah. So I tape it at the top and I also tape it at the bottom because the last thing, because I'm working on really the same shape, I don't want it to slide. Okay. So run that one back through. And then take that one away. There we go. So that's the waste that it's shaved off inside there. So, seeing as Dave's got my craft pick, I'll just use my knife. You be careful, guys, if you do it with a knife, because you don't want to take your fingers away.
No, that wouldn't be a good look.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you want to do that one
Yeah.
while I stick that one down?
I think I missed one bit in there. Sorry.
I've got it. Don't worry. So when we place this back in, what it's going to do is it's going to give you that little bit of yellow showing all the way around. So now when I place this back in, can you see how it gives us that precise edge?
Oh, look at that.
Going all the way round.
Another way of using it. Nearly
Another
there.
way of using it. Are we nearly there?
Yeah. 2 or 3 left.
Keeps him quiet, you know.
Does.
Yeah.
My tongue's not out either.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Yeah, you done?
Yeah.
Lovely. Just one there. So let's put this one down as well. So now it's giving you Well, not only that beautiful edge, but it's also building you a frame. So last bit. So now, let's place
this colour combination is knockout.
So can you see now how that is giving you that beautiful edge going all the way around with that beautiful spacing?
Loving it.
Going all the way around. So let's take the same die. Using this same die, we are going to cut it out. I don't need it all. I just want that section there.
Just the trellisy bit.
Just the trellisy bit. So let's run that one through.
Now the corner dies, the weekday wonder, a third now of our entire weekday stock has gone. It's Monday, it's launch day, it's only the second show. And we had a lot of these. We hope to have enough to last until Thursday, final call. A third of the stock gone, 1998 on FlexiBuy.
So now we've got the corner. So what we're going to do, can you see that it's got sort of two real straight edges within that design?
Yeah. Crying out to be snipped.
It's saying, cut me!
Snip me!
Yeah? So what we've done is we've taken a little square and we're going to place this just on the edge, just so that it's just peeping out on each of the edges. So just add our adhesive.
What sort of brain comes up with this idea? It's just
That's
so
what I say.
imaginative.
Our Lou sees things in different ways. She's an absolute genius. So that now has given me a beautiful little centre panel.
Now you wouldn't think that was from that die, would you? Looking at it like that,
It's
I wouldn't
really
put the two
pretty.
together.
So, starting with our card blank, we've got a middle segment which is going there, and it seems such a waste, doesn't it? It's like, oh, that pattern, yeah, but we're going to go over the top, and this is what I say about our Lou. She builds things in. So that is going to go within there. Just making sure I'm nice and central. Then this one is going to go over the top. So just a little higher, so we just see.
That cardstock, is that from a particular pad or something? Or?
I've got no idea.
Right.
I've got no idea where she's got this from. Okay. So before we go any further, we're going to put our lace across there. So let's just take the back off that lace, and that's going to come down the bottom. And that is going to wrap around the back, and then we can stick that onto our card front, because that's going to hide all that gubbins behind.
We don't do gubbins.
We don't. So that is going to go onto there. I've got bits all over the place.
Where did that fall from?
Dave, I've got bits falling out all over, love. Yeah? So, same square, a little bit bigger. And we're going to have that just popping out from either side. So it's now starting to bring all the colours together. So that is going to go onto there. And then we've got the little square with the scent with love that's going to go in the middle. And this is what I say about Alu. Her cards are, to me, a mixture of not only a card, but mixed media in there, you know, all the different styles. So that now is going to have a little bit of oomph, and it's going to be lifted up.
I think every card today has been an absolute showstopper. Everyone has.
But that's to the dies. The dies, like I say, are that black dress of your collection. They look different every time you use them.
And if you do display your cards to sell them, you know, if you're being attracted to what Jodie's doing with these corner dies, people are going to be attracted to your stand. People are going to be attracted to your stall. You're going to sell your cards. Everyone will love them.
So building up the design now, she's got loads of our stamped images here. She's stamped them on all the same paperways. So we've got paper leaves going in there. We've got some of our dies with all those gorgeous leaves going on in there as well, just bringing a speck of colour out there. We've got another flower that's going to go onto the top here. We've got baker's twine. Can you see what I'm saying about them? She's brought every single different medium into play. A little bit of string, a little bit of stamping, a little bit of grunge. There's just about everything going on. Let's have another one in there just to hide that in there. A little bit more leaf coming down that side. Oh, let's shorten that. It's too long to stick underneath. So just bringing that in there. And then to finish it off, just to bring the rest of that black into play, a few little love hearts, which are just going to pop out, and it brings the black out of the centre.
I wouldn't have thought of doing that.
So just popping out the sides, and then we're going to have 2 little hearts just there, and I think a bit of baker's twine just to level that off at the bottom.
Another incredible card. It's the dies. Obviously the colours are fantastic as well, but the dies are what are making these cards really stand out. They're stunning. They really, really are. 19.98 on FlexiBuy today. It's got a £12 reduction, down from £51.95 to £39.95. We're talking about the 5 sets of 2 dies. So you get 10 dies in total, 5 corners, beautiful, and different sizes as well. So that's 169110. There they are. They're brand new from Tonic as well. Hot off the press. They're not old stock or anything like that we're reducing just to get rid of it or anything like that. It's brand new, hot off the press. Everyone's wanting them. And when you see the potential of what they can do, you just don't want to let that one slip by, do you? 169110, your item number there. 2 medium and then 3 large corners. And our roses and our flowers, you're loving these. So the Morning Glory and the rose together, these two really do work well. And that's £11 and 98 pence. 11.98, 102. 528, you're right, and we had a runaway camera there.
It was going for a walk. It wanted to go back to the week special.
I think we've got a poltergeist in the studio or something. Just saw it kind of moving. £11.98, 102, 528 for both of those. That featured in the demo a minute ago. And then we've also got Lily and the tulips as well. There's the lilies, there's the tulip buds. Really lovely. Fab. So that's 11.98 as well. 333931. Do you want to see some finished cards?
Yeah.
Okay,
so we have the lilies, the beautiful little lilies there. So maybe you want to build them into a sprig. Maybe you want to use the tulips. And that one's been elongated. So these ones here have got the Mozart embellishments on. But you know, you can keep them very, very simple by cutting into your cardstock, colouring them up, and then placing them back in. Now, I have to say, using bright, invigorating colours on these tulips.
Look at this.
Oh, beautiful. You know, for somebody who's not very well, you know, bright...
That'll put a smile on your face.
It would.
Yeah.
Really would.
And if I show you the rose and the Morning Glory quickly as well from this pile, here's some that have been cut out from Craft Card, which is really effective. Here we've got that lovely Craft Perfect card as a background to that die, because remember, the actual rose die itself cuts out almost like an outside edge, doesn't it?
It does.
And then you can fill in the colour. And this has been decoupaged beautifully, so you've got dimension on the petals, dimensions on the leaves. Paper pieced with this one. That's another technique that I know lots of you love to do. With Nouveau drops, yellow and green Nouveau drops on there. Out of card, mirror card.
Yep.
And again, coloured in. Again, Nouveau drops just on the side there. And what about using your frames? Putting a rose like this in a frame just looks absolutely gorgeous. Very kind of Beauty and the Beast-ish. 102, 528, £11.98 gets you both of those dies. There it is. OK, now the large layering dies. This is what we think is going to be our first sellout during the week, because we knew they'd be popular, but they are even surprising us as to how quickly this is going. Well over half the entire stock is gone. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these available to us. £39.98, down from £70.98. That could be one of the reasons, because you're saving £31. Another reason is that they are just so versatile and they're so beautiful, and they're on Freedom discount as well. So delivered, that's £35.98 for both. You don't choose, you get both. That's what they call the Greek Temple. And this one is what they call the English Picnic. and you've got 14 dies in that one, 14 dies in this one. I think they're one of my favourite dies.
They
from
are,
Tonic
because,
now.
you know, there's so many different ways. If you have got our square nesting dies and our rectangle nesting dies, they go inside these. So you're not duplicating your cutting edges. You've got all those decorative items in the middle, and then you've got all your matten layers on the outside. So if you have our other set, you could have a set of nesting dies that potentially start at 1 inch and go all the way up to 8 inches in size. Imagine how many different sizes of cards that you could get in that configuration, how many apertures, how many frames, how much detail that you could add into your card. It's endless.
Stunning, really is stunning. And again, it's a showstopper. Everyone will, I'm sure, adore the design. If you want to add to it with ribbon, if you want to put your nouveau drops in between the middle of the B and the D that's there, that's the kind of Greek key look. Obviously it's rounded, which makes it a little bit more unusual. $39.98 for the Greek temple, that's the square one. And you're also getting, remember, the rectangular one, which is the English picnic. 28 dies in both sets, so 14 in each. 696-560. If I quickly show you, I'll show you some finished cards when we move over, but just want to show you some other twists on that theme. I think this is a stunning card that Jodie did earlier this morning at 11 o'clock when we launched this, in black and cream with gold. Just looks
It's
$1 million.
classic.
Really classy. And
It
that's
is a
using
classic card.
the Weekday Wonder, as well as, of course, our Greek temple. Here we've got it in a totally different colourway, and not using the actual B's and D's design, but actually the floral element from the Greek temple is what was used on that one. Lovely colour combinations, some green and red. There's the B and the D, as if I call it that. And there it is in red and gold. Looks stunning. $17.99 today on Freedom. That's your first flexi by payment, and then $17.99 in 4 weeks' time. And you don't have to worry about postage because you're a Freedom member. If you're not, you can still get the deal, but of course you do pay a little bit more, and you have to pay your postage as well. So join the Freedom Club. 888 your item number. Right then. The corner die collection, which is the Weekday Wonder, that's where we are. So this is it. You've got 5 sets of dies. There's 2 dies in each. And as Jodie's shown you, actually, the biggest die is about 1 mil or 2 bigger than the detailed inner die. So it means that you can create a lovely border and an edge and a background to the corner as well. How do you use them? Well, here's that clip again, just ever so quickly to show you so many different ways and so much variety. They are our Weekday Wonder. They are the 5 sets of tonic, wonderful corner dies that are just absolutely flying out the door at the moment. We've only got a couple of minutes left on the show, Jodie.
We've got a quickie.
You've got another show with us at 5.
I do.
So if you want to make a little mental note, just over an hour to wait, and you'll see more demos with these, with Charlie and Jodie.
Yeah, now this one is the one that's got that beautiful daisy in. The detail in this is extraordinary. So let's just take out any of those little bits in there. Look at that.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
That is beautiful, stunning.
It is really, really pretty.
And again, if you don't want to use that size all the time, it's snippable.
It is snippable. Yeah. Ooh, hello.
One of the best noises.
Right, so we're going to make a really quick card for time. So just add in all that adhesive on those corners. And that is going to be my corner element. So that's going to go onto there. And then we've got his friend that's going to come in the other direction.
So I'm tempted to think of using these in photo frames on mount board to decorate where the photo is going to sit.
So look how they now work.
Yeah, beautiful look.
Going round a rectangle, and especially if you've got those English picnic dies. It's beautiful. So a simple black cardstock. Centralise it in that black cardstock. Friends are forever. You know, keeping it real simple. Friends forever. Into the middle of their stick. Thank you. Into the middle of their... We're keeping it flat, so that's going to go in there.
Cardstock is like it's like a
pearlescent, yes, a salmon
salmon
pearlescent. You'll find that in the Craft Perfect. So that's going to go onto there. We're then just going to bring our nouveau in. I'm going to just put the flower heads in, like so. Okay, but then I will do this really quickly.
Nouveau drops, by the way, you'll find those on the website as well. Pick and mix.
But what I would do is I would go round the whole of the side of the card. And then taking my craft pick. What did we do with my craft pick?
Have I nicked it?
I've got it. And all I'm going to do is draw my craft pick through, and I would do that around all the edges.
You made them into little hearts.
And they all go into little hearts and end up like a little string going all the way around, and I would do that on all four sides.
It looks as if they're joined together, which is lovely. Really lovely technique. That's just using your craft pick or a needle or something like that. That would work as well. So check the website out for the Nouveau drops. Check our website out as well for the fantastic Weekday Wonder. All 5 sets of dies, 2 dies in each set, so 10 dies. It is on special, and it's also, of course, on FlexiBuy as well. Jodie's back with Charlie at 5 o'clock. I will see you at 6 o'clock with a brand new one-day special. It's all about foiling. See you a bit later. So yes, we have crotch stitch designs by Thea Guvner. That's on the way next. Then we have Tonic Crafty Corner with the Weekday Wonder. And Tonatex here with foils. It's our one-day special launching at 6 o'clock this evening. Lots to look forward to here on Hochanda. See you later.
Hello, I'm Shelley from Craft Creations. Craft Creations has been around for 30 years. It started off in the director's bedroom, just a few card blanks, and we've grown and grown. We now manufacture die-cut decoupage, we do our printing, we manufacture card blanks and peel-off stickers as well. We love coming on Hochanda to bring you all of our products to show you just how to make some really beautiful cards. One of the things that we are really famous for is our peel-off stickers. So we have the gold label peel-off sticker range. We have lots of different colours, plain colours, glitter colours, literally every single colour under the sun. So make sure you don't miss the Craft Creation shows here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
very good afternoon to you. We've had so much variation. Hope you're nice, safe and sound in the snowy weather we've been having. Well, nice time to cosy up. Watch a bit of Hochanda and do some cross-stitching. My name is Charlie. We are joined with Jeremy. Jeremy, welcome back to Hochanda.
Hi, Charlie. Hi.
You left plenty of time in this weather. You're here 2 hours early?
I was, yeah.
Now, that's
keyed, isn't it? Really keyed.
It's keyed.
Yeah, I'm not normally like that.
No, you're normally late, aren't you?
It's the threat of being late for Hochanda. It's terrible. Yeah, terrible.
You're never late, never late. Jeremy, you always bring us such lovely designs.
Yeah,
of course,
thanks.
These are designs by Hochanda.
They are indeed.
Beautiful. Quite close friend of yours.
Yeah. She's a very famous cross-stitch designer from Holland. She's been designing since the late 50s.
Wow,
she's in the late 70s. Very, very talented. She's probably one of the most famous cross-stitch designers ever. And she's still producing kits. The company is based in Holland, near Amsterdam. Yeah, and she does great things. We've had them quite a few times on Hochanda.
Well, it's an absolute honour to have such a well-known name live from the studio at Hochanda. I'm not talking about you. No, I'm joking. No, Teo, of course it is. Thank you very much for these lovely designs. Now, this is something I haven't seen before. This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is brand new. It's a still life, and this was made, the kit was made specifically for the Rijksmuseum, which is in Amsterdam.
Oh, right.
It's the kind of the equivalent of the National Gallery that we have in London, and the Rijksmuseum is recently refurbished. Teo was asked to do a series of designs for the museum, and this is what she came up with.
Oh, wow, that's right. And we got it here.
We have, indeed. Hot off the press.
Hot off the press. Now, we get everything we need to do this, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. In the kits, I mean, a lot of you who have had some of Teo's kits before, we've had them on the show a lot on Hochanda in previous months, are really aware, but I'll recap what we get in the kit. You get the fabric to cross-stitch onto, you get all the threads which are by DMC, you get a needle, the instructions and the chart.
From a distance there, well, now close up from Feb, but, you know, from a distance, it looks like it could be a watercolour painting.
Yeah.
Distance, it's very realistic. It's extraordinary.
I mean, this is the most detailed design. And I'm not going to say complicated, because as you know, Charlie, cross-stitch isn't complicated. It's just how much you take on.
It's time-consuming. In a positive, endurable way.
That's right. So it's the same thing. The reason that we chose this was that it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And also, I think at this time of year, people, you know, you're running around for Christmas and you've got lots on, but this is a great project to undertake between Christmas and New Year and into the new year.
Yeah.
And I just think it was so beautiful, and I was really bowled over with it when I saw it, and I knew that we had to have it on the show.
Well, I'm very pleased you did bring it in for us. It's a gorgeous piece. This is one of the most jaw-dropping pieces.
Yeah, incredible.
Personally, I think, from Teo. I really have. This is gorgeous. Now, we've actually got 3 options for you. Each one is £94.99. The options are under this item number at the top of your screen now. It's 868903. It's Aida linen or the black Aida. Now, this is the black Aida, or is this the linen?
This is the white linen.
Sorry, the white. As if I got that wrong. As if I got that wrong.
Maybe you're snowblind, I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah, definitely.
So which background we got here?
Yeah.
This is the white.
This is the white, yes, the white option. Because the actual shelf or plinth that the vase is standing on is actually cross-stitched as well. So
beautiful.
But it's absolutely stunning.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Well, there we go. Now, we've got the black option for you, too. I knew that. I just got it mixed up, didn't I? Because, I mean, now, obviously, how can I get this confused? Because when you think, which is the black or the white, I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
To some people, yes.
Thank you. So this is beautiful. The colours...
This is the white option.
This is the white option. Stop it. I thought this was the pink. No, is it not? Well, it could be. This is the black option. There we go. So now, the options do relate to the background, the actual backing,
sure. This is really, really amazing on the black. Obviously, the original painting, painted by, I'll have to read who the artist was, I couldn't really quite remember. Obviously painted it on white canvas rather than on black. But Teo does a lot of her designs now on black, so that you do have the choice. I have to say, it is slightly more difficult to embroider on black.
Right.
Because it's easier to see on the white.
But it's still Aida, which you think is easier than linen?
It's still blocked.
Yes.
But this might be for somebody who's a little bit more advanced. And the reason I say that the black is slightly more complicated, is that you've got to have great light. And a little tip that if you did take the black option, if you were embroidering, it's a good idea that whilst you're sitting cross-stitching, you have something white over your lap, like a tea towel or a pillowcase, because then you can actually see the holes.
As a backing light, almost.
Yeah, so you can see the the holes. It is absolutely amazing on black. It's really, really dramatic.
It's the one I'd go for. I gotta say that.
Yeah.
Because it's just so dramatic. You know, it's the colours, it's the detail just pop out. Of course, it's a complete personal preference. What was that? £47.50 is the price. That's your first flex-buy payment of 2. You pay one of those today. But look at these colours. Do you know, when you look there, you understand how that illusion is created. When you look at it from a distance, how beautiful is that? There's so much life inside these paintings. I mean, there could be a painting.
Yeah.
It look like a painting from a distance, but there's so much life inside these designs. Well, if you'd like to go for this one, again, at £47.50, that's your first flex-buy payment of 2. 868903. Would you like it the white Aida, black Aida, or the linen? Now, the linen is absolutely gorgeous, what you're seeing right here. So there we go. Any questions? We would love to hear from you. It's studio@hochanda.com. Any questions for Jeremy? Obviously, you know Taya, who would know the designer very, very well indeed. So any questions about the designer, we'd love to hear from you. Lovely to have her work. Now, speaking of her work, that is one piece. That's an absolute masterpiece. We got something completely different style. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah. You kind of wouldn't think this was the same designer.
No.
Taya, as you know from when we've done shows before with Taya Hovner kits, she does very classic either animals or very often botanical.
Yes, traditional pieces.
But she's decided now to do some puppies and kittens.
Oh,
and they are dead cute. And again, in her indomitable style, she's although they are quite cutesy, she just makes them absolutely amazing and very, very lifelike. And these, I think, are going to be real winners with the viewers on the show today.
I think
They're absolutely brand new. I mean, everybody loves baking. We've got a lovely little kitten in a work basket. So.
And I like eating as well.
Yeah, cool.
I like eating cakes. That's fantastic, isn't it?
So these are absolutely brilliant. And there are 4 different designs that we've got on the show today that have kittens and puppies.
And puppies, they're gorgeous. Well, do you know what? We're a nation of animal lovers. We really are. How adorable. When you look at the expression on this dog's face, but, oh, look, you can't help but go, oh.
No, it's really cute. And these, we've got them today. Yeah, really lovely. But we've got these today because they are great gift ideas. Bearing in mind, we've got Christmas looming. It's only the 11th of December.
Yes.
Plenty of time for delivery to get your kits.
Brilliant.
And if you've got family member or friends that cross-stitch, these are absolutely brilliant gifts.
They're lovely presents. Do you know what, there are the puppies. We got the, that's one of them. That's Puppy Love, that one's called. We've also got the baking puppy on the streets. Look at that, it's beautiful. That's Puppy Love again. And then the next one we got, if you do love being in the indoors, this is just a celebration of homeliness we've got right there. But now, my favourite one, are you ready for the kitten one? Kitten in the sewing basket is this one right here. How cute is it? Now, I do know we have a lot of cat lovers watching Hochanda. Understandably so. I've grown up with dogs and cats. That is just adorable. The expression on the face. It's
really, really cute. And again, great for a Christmas present, really, because a lot of people do love cats and dogs in the UK.
Well, we really do. Lots of sewing fans as well. And I think if you can imagine this on your walls, who do you know who would really appreciate this? And it might be someone who's never thought about doing cross-stitching before, but I think this is quite a good entry level, would you say?
Yeah, I would have thought so,
It's not an overwhelming size.
Yeah. 2 points about this. The size is quite right. The size is really good. And the other thing is that the colours are very primary.
Right.
And although cross-stitch, as we've reiterated zillions of times before, is just one stitch, obviously if you're starting off, if you're using primary colours on white, it's kind of easier to see, to learn how to do the cross-stitching, and then you can go on from there. But yeah, these are great starter kits, yeah.
Oh, no, is this DMC thread?
It is, yeah. All Taya's kits use DMC thread. It's stranded cotton. Normally it's called silk, embroidery silk. It's not actually silk, it's cotton, and it's mercerised. It has a lustre on it that makes it look like silk. The reason it's made out of cotton and it's called silk is because that it's really much stronger to work with, and it's very, very durable.
So it's practical. I mean, DMC, if you're into your textiles and your threads, then you do know the name. You're bound to know the name of lots of you.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
And DMC have been going for about, well, they've been making stranded cotton for about 100 years.
I was going to say, I wanted to say that, I wasn't sure. There must have been
it's the best stranded cotton you can get. There are other versions, but DMC is the best. Yeah, that's
well, there we go, one of the best ones there. You may agree. Well, these are the designs for you, £24.99 for the kit, and you can frame it how you will at home. It's 039845. Please don't forget, you are getting instructions and a little chart which guides you through step by step. We're going to have a look at those live in a few moments' time. You are going for all three of them, so lots of them are popular. £24.99. You know, I think that cat one's going to be the most popular soon. Just my thoughts there, but I couldn't pick. I love absolutely all of them. Now, if you did like that kitten option, have a look at the other cat. Do you love cats? If you love cats, then this is going to be the option for you. Now, what I can't believe here is the actual detail. It's the way we've used the light to bounce off that heart. That balloon there, it's extraordinarily realistic considering that's thread.
Yeah, I know.
It's really clever.
Yeah. I mean, Taya's skill in cross-stitch is amazing because she's got years and years of experience. She's very, very clever because she knows how the colours work.
Yes.
Because she's all this experience. And the other thing about it is she's done so much designing. She knows how things work with the 3D. So, but it's incredible how she gets this lifelike effect.
Do you have to do any drawing with this, Jeremy?
Do you? No,
Yeah.
Gosh, no. No, it's all...
thank goodness.
Yeah, it's all counted from a chart.
No lines have lit up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's no drawing on the fabric. It's not printed on. You count from a chart. So as long as you're counting correctly, and I always say that if you can count from 1 to 10, you can do cross-stitch.
You can do this.
You will find that you will get this exact effect when you stitch.
Well, there we are. It's very simple. We've got demonstrations. I love watching you doing this. You explain it so clearly, and it's very straightforward. Once you get into it, it just becomes a little bit second nature. I think it's quite therapeutic, personally. £26.99. If you'd like to go for this one, it's 116960. £24.29 if you are a Freedom member. No P&P. That is beautiful. Something for your daughter's bedroom, perhaps. You know, why not? Why not? Now then, again, something also completely different. I love the way where we have a designer who's just so multi-talented in terms of style.
Yeah.
Because Taya's done, well, we have the beautiful still life, we got the animals there, but we've got sky, sunsets, sunrises.
Yeah.
These are beautiful. Now, we've got three options here, haven't we, Jeremy?
We have, I'll hold. That's one.
There we go, I've got them here. So these are gorgeous.
Yeah, these are fairly new from Taya. We chose these three designs because they were very, very different.
Yes.
And they are really great designs because they're pretty timeless, so that you could have those hanging on your wall and you would never get bored of them at all. But they are absolutely beautiful, and this really demonstrates how versatile Taya is, that she can really design anything.
It really is.
So, yeah, incredible.
And just like a painting, the further you step back, the more convincing it is. I mean, would you think that that's actually cross-stitch from a distance? I don't think
No, you wouldn't at all, no. I mean, we've always said in previous shows, Charlie, that, you know, Taya's style is very, very painterly. So,
Painterly,
yeah,
yes.
she designs. She doesn't design for it to look... I mean, you can get cross-stitch that's quite naive and a bit folksy. That's one style.
Yeah.
But Taya always... designs in a very lifelike way, and it's always very, very painterly.
And you're painterly with thread, painting with thread, so DMC thread. That's what's so beautiful about this hobby. By the way, if you'd like to get one of these, you've got the sunrise, sunset or midday, £31.99 for one of these. So again, I think this would be a lovely entry level. Saving £8 on this introductory price, 942,910. There's your sunrise. We've also got the sunset. That's my favourite. The sunset is beautiful. Well, you can even the light on the clouds, the composition is gorgeous. There is the midday. It's 942,910, £31.99, saving £8. Now then, of course, if you like other designs, check out the website. Would you like the poppy? This one's popular by Taya Hochanda. This is the classic poppy, 19 by 35 centimetres. It's brand new today, £18.99. We're busy for this already. Thanks for tuning in. Lots and lots of you have already bought something. So if you would like to shop on the website, hochanda.com, please do so. It's going to be one of those busy shows. We've got some magnificent still life. We've got snowdrops on the show too. These are beautiful. Don't forget, you get the instructions, you get the chart. Now, I can imagine this as in a very modern city centre flat, actually, this. Maybe you want to get a younger age group into cross-stitching, then why not go for something like this? Equally so, I can imagine this in a traditionally decorated country cottage. I really can. Well, there we go. If you're a Freedom member, £21.59, no postage and packaging. Again, it's 689163. Now then, did you see this recently? Backed by popular demand, we have the panda. £33.99, saving £9. It's 314901. That's adorable. Absolutely adorable. But we're talking about Taya's style here being very painterly. That really is proof, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? So that was gorgeous. Just think how you like to frame this at home. Think where do you put this in your house. If you want to make it, send it as a kit, as a gift, or if you want to send the kit as a gift before it's made, then while equally, this is bound to be well received. Well-known artist, beautiful quality thread. This is DMC thread we're talking about here, and you can enjoy the experience at home. By the way, if you're want to on FlexiBuy, if you want to stagger the cost, you pay £17 a day at your P&P. That's your first FlexiBuy payment of £2. Either way, you're saving £9. Well, we are live in the studio. I can't believe 50 minutes already in. We've got so many beautiful artwork on the show. So, Jeremy, what's the first thing we're going to look at?
Well, we're going to have a look at the kitten in the sewing basket first, because I think it's going to be a really popular.
Well, I was right. We were all right, actually. This is the most popular one. I thought it might be.
Yeah.
I mean, well, when you look at this,
yeah,
it's very homely.
Yeah, it's very, and especially so many people, you know, obviously watching Hochanda are really into craft and cross-stitch. Everybody's got a sewing basket, so it's something that's a really nice subject because it relates really well to the viewer.
Relevant,
yeah, it's really relevant. But yeah, it's absolutely superb, this design. As you said, Charlie, everybody loves the kitten. The colouring's very, very good. I mean, what I kind of like about these new designs with the kittens and the puppies are they're very, I mean, I shouldn't... they're very girly as well.
Right, yes.
And I'm not saying that mostly girls cross-stitch or ladies cross-stitch.
Oh, no.
But they are really, really feminine.
Blokes will like this too.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Lads will like this.
A lilac.
Lads on tour, they'll snap this up.
A lilac work basket. Everybody's got one. All the rugby teams, they all have lilac work
So
baskets.
I can imagine stag parties doing this.
Me too, yeah, that's right, full of beer.
Yes, I can imagine
and your silks and your threads and your scissors. But these designs are really great. As we said earlier, it's a perfect gift.
6 a.m. in the airport at Heathrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Cross-stitching.
No,
obviously
but
not.
these are great designs. As Charlie said, they're absolutely perfect as an entry point for cross-stitch.
Yes.
Because the colour's really good to embroider, and also the price is great, but also they're great for gifts. So if you've got a family member, friend who cross-stitches, this would make a great Christmas present.
Well, it is.
So,
it's almost personal.
And actually, it's quite refreshing because I've worked with Taya now for about 30 years, she always does very, very traditional, floral, animals, all very botanically correct, very sophisticated. I know a lot of the viewers on Hochanda are terribly sophisticated.
Yes.
And so it fits, but I think it's really nice that she's got things that are a bit more whimsical into her collection now. And again, she does them so beautifully. You know, anything she executes, I mean, she doesn't execute kittens, I don't mean, but anything she executes, the design, she makes a really good job of. And this is an absolute winner along with the other 3 designs that we've got on the show today.
Well, on that note, actually, Jeremy, 20% of this option is already left.
Yeah.
$24.99. It's for the design, it's this pattern, and of course, it's that DMC thread. Where do we start?
Yeah, I'll just pop this to one side.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of you have already cross-stitched a lot because we've had a lot of cross-stitch shows in the last year, but for anybody who's watching today...
We have a lot of new viewers, of course,
great. Cross-stitch basically is very, very easy. It's very, very portable. So if you travel a lot or you're going away for the weekend, you're going away for Christmas, you can throw your cross-stitch in your bag really easily. You don't need a lot of kit. So a cross-stitch kit comes with a front cover, you can see there.
Lovely. That's what we're aiming for.
A bit of a shine on there, with the design, and then you get the chart.
Now, this is the bit that's very interesting. This is what saves you from having to draw.
That's right, yeah. You have to be very good at drawing if you drew it on.
Oh, no.
So, as you said, Charlie, counted cross-stitch is counted from a chart onto the fabric. So if you are beginning, please beware. Don't expect it to be stamped on or like a tapestry where the design is printed on. You actually count it from the chart. That's really, really important.
I see.
For all the viewers who have cross-stitched a lot, you know exactly what happens. So you get your chart. And basically, the kit comes with the front cover, the chart, the Aida fabric. Now, the Aida fabric, I'll just backtrack a little bit. This is a very, very good fabric to start with. The linen is kind of easy as well, but...
it's harder to count the holes, isn't it?
That's right. You count over 2 threads. I'll cover that a bit later on. But basically...
Well, you may find it's hard.
Yeah. I mean, really with the linen... I always say you've got to make sure that you have really good lighting.
Yes.
And also don't strain your eyes. Like any crafting, make sure that I wear magnifying glasses. They've got stronger over the years. Before when I started out my career, I never used to wear glasses. Now I'm getting to be an old man. My eyes have changed shape and I need magnifiers. And I tend to wear number 3 magnifying glasses. Don't always wear above, you know, if you only need like 2, wear those because you can ruin your eyes by getting stronger.
Check with your opticians.
Good pair of glasses. Yeah, and you can get these, you know, in any shop, filling station, magnifying glasses. Make sure you've got good glasses and good light. So cross-stitch is great because you don't need a lot of kit, you don't need a sewing machine, it's very, very portable. The only thing that you would need is a hoop. And the hoops are all on the website. And we also have a round-the-neck magnifier that's also on the website as well, which is really, really useful. I think we've seen those before. So do check out the website for the magnifying glass because it does make your life easy to see. OK.
Well, details bottom of the screen for the round-the-neck magnifier. So then.
So, and then the kit comes complete with all the threads. OK. Now, the beauty of one of Taya's kits is that the threads are already pre-sorted. A lot of other brands that, of course, we don't have on Hochanda are not sorted. They just come in a great big bundle. You've got to sort the colours out yourself by description. So it's quite difficult, actually.
So they're all assigned to a symbol.
They are,
It's already divided for us.
So, when you open your kit, you'll find you get your threads, your DMC threads.
DMC.
They're all sorted onto a thread card. Every colour has a symbol. So by the colour, by the thread colour is a symbol. That then relates to the chart where the symbol is on the chart. I'll go on to that in a little bit.
So not matching colours, we're matching symbol.
We're matching symbols.
And in doing so, we're going to pick the right colour.
Yeah, because as you can see, the different colours we have, there are lots and lots of different shades here. And this is why Taya's kits are so beautiful. They're timeless, they sell so well, you really enjoy doing them because the DMC colour range is so amazing. And that means she uses all the threads like a painter. Instead of using paint, she uses the thread, she paints with the thread, and she makes the chart. And the other good thing about the kits, there's lots of good points about the kits, but is the fact that Taya actually, when she makes a design, they stitch it in the studio 3 or 4 times, so they know that it absolutely works. Because sometimes, you know, they pick it, they'll unpick it, they'll put it back in. And then when they know that the image looks like they want to make it look like, they go ahead and they produce the kit. So you've no worries about the kit not looking like it does on the front cover. It will look exactly, if you can count, you can do your cross stitches.
You can do it identically.
It will be absolutely identical. I'll go into a bit more of the technicality later, not that there's a lot.
OK.
So the threads are already pre-sorted there, very, very important. And that goes for all the kits. It doesn't matter whether it's the big still life that we've just seen or the poppy, they're all pre-sorted. This saves you a lot of time. I mean, you can get kits where you sort them out yourself. You can go horribly wrong because they're by description, so it would say light pink, very light pink.
I mean, that's the bit of a boring part.
Yeah.
Oh, light pink, light pink. Oh.
And the other thing about cross-stitch,
Nightmare.
lots of things about cross-stitch, is the fact that it's only one stitch. Now, as we've always said in previous shows, you should always read the instructions. And you don't have many instructions to read, which for me is a blessing because I never read instructions. Really boring.
Not even when you're building furniture?
I don't build furniture.
No.
Oh, no,
Jeremy,
not at all.
please.
Because I don't read the instructions. So
there we go.
I'm banned from things like that at home. So all the instructions, read them. Now, on the kit, basically, it tells you how to construct the cross-stitch, and I'm going to show you in a minute how you do that. And importantly, it tells you how many strands of the stranded cotton to use. Now, the thread here from DMC is called stranded cotton because it's stranded. So when you get your thread, let me just get this here. You can see if you...
So is that one strand? That's numerous strands?
No, that's 6 strands.
Oh, right.
DMC stranded cotton comprises 6 separate strands. So on your instructions, it tells you how many strands you would use. And you use 2 strands because the symbol there tells you to take 2 strands
from the 6.
OK. Now, if you've used one, you know, and you'd only make, it would look exactly the same, but it would look a bit finer, the thread. There's plenty of threads in the kit so that you can... don't worry about running out because there's always ample thread. And unless you go horribly wrong, you'll find you won't run out of thread.
OK.
So, something we've done a little bit earlier.
Isn't that smart?
Yeah, so... on the chart here,
Is there a place you recommend starting, like a jigsaw? So
Yes.
one may recommend you start around the outside and work your way in. Is there any rules like that?
Yeah, you should really always start in the centre. So all the charts, you can see here, the chart is in 2 pieces. The reason it's in 2 pieces is because that you don't want to be folding and refolding your chart if it's like a map, because obviously then on the creases, then it wears away. So you have the arrows. You can see the arrows here. Okay. That's the side. And
I see.
So you would line up exactly where your centre point is, which would be about here.
Lovely.
Okay. Now, I would advise you that you always start in the centre and work out. If you're feeling clever and you think, oh, I don't want to do the kitten's head, I want to do a bit of the basket, you would count down. But I would say that if you were beginning, start in the centre. So locate where the centre of the chart is by the arrows.
This cat is flying out. We're now 40% gone.
Oh, I'm not surprised. It's really brilliant.
$24.99 for DMC thread, a tail and a design.
Yeah.
It's good value. $24.99. It's brilliant.
And you get hours of enjoyment doing this.
I bet you do. I do. Sorry,
so it's not like a bottle of wine that disappears quickly. You've got
I
this
could make that last a week, actually.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you very much. Even if it is the Christmas party this Wednesday.
So, you find your centre point. Now, a really good point is to use a highlighter pen and mark the centre. So, preferably the green ones work, is just find your centre point and mark it. Don't use a darker colour because obviously you'll obliterate the chart. Now, as we'd said before, with the threads, all the threads have a symbol, and the symbol relates to the chart. So when you find the centre point, you find which symbol is at your centre point, and you locate it on your thread card here.
Okay.
You take the thread off. These are all knotted so they don't drop off in the studio. But you locate the symbol, and you then start from there. So, we've done a little bit earlier. Okay. And so counting down, as you can see here, we've done a bit of the ball of wool at the top, and there's the kitten's eye here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you basically how to do a cross stitch. I've counted down from here, and we're using this purple thread here, which is actually the symbol. It's this circle here, okay, on the chart, and I'm going to show you now how you do your cross stitch. I'll go on about how you thread it through, but you come up, and you go basically bottom left to top right and bottom right to
So you're
top
literally
left.
crossing over?
Yeah, you're crossing over.
Hence cross stitch?
Hence cross stitch. So I've kind of looked earlier, so...
So you're just painting a block of colour there with thread?
You
with
are,
DMC
exactly,
thread.
that's really well put, yeah. So you're doing your cross stitches, again I'll do another one. You go bottom right, bottom left, sorry, to top right.
Yeah.
And then you go bottom right to top left. And you can see here how the crosses form.
You know what, just appreciate these threads. I can see why DMC is such a big brand, such a popular brand. It's that silky kind of look. It's the depth of the colour. And that's beautiful. By the way, again, 40% of the stock has gone. Over half now has gone. What? As the Alice would say what? £24.99. If you'd like to go for this one, this is the kitten in the sewing basket. That is over half the stock gone. 039845.
Now, a good thing to do is to make sure all your stitches go the right way.
Right.
So basically, that means make sure that your bottom part of your cross goes in one direction. So that, as I said before, is bottom left to top right. And when you come up again, you go bottom right to top left. Now, you can see here that the Aida fabric is blocked. Now, Aida fabric was developed specifically for cross stitch, not by Taya, but by a German company. I can't really mention them.
Probably not.
All right, okay. A very famous German fabric company developed Aida.
Begin with G?
No, it begins with Z.
Oh, that one.
That one, yes. I'm probably allowed to say, but I won't, so it doesn't matter. It's immaterial. So Aida is pure cotton thread. Now, pure cotton fabric. The linen obviously is pure linen. Tea's kits always have natural fabrics, so the stranded cotton's natural, the linen's natural. Now, if you go for the linen option on some of them, say like the Still Life, the design works out exactly the same size.
Oh, we should just hit before I knock it over.
Because the design is stitched on 36 count linen or 18 hole to the inch Aida. So if you select the linen option with a Still Life, it's exactly the same size, because basically when you work on linen you count over 2 threads. So unlike the Aida that's blocked, you actually come up bottom left, you go into top right, you jump over one hole.
It's more of an obvious hole with the Aida.
There is,
think.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a little bit
block.
It's a block, isn't it? I think it's a
Yeah.
little bit. Oh, personally, I've got confidence in anything. I think personally for me, I'd find it easy on the eye.
Yes.
A little bit. I think it's a little bit more confident work with it, I think. But,
Yeah, the funny thing was that all those years ago when Taya started, there wasn't the Aida fabric and people used to embroider on linen. So a lot of our stitchers worldwide, because obviously Taya's a major brand,
yes,
and a lot of stitchers stitch on linen. Now, it's not always the thing that you think about with the, you know, your eyesight, because actually with the linen, it's like getting your eye in. It's difficult to explain unless
I know what you
do
mean.
it.
I do know what you mean.
And we have a lot of customers, and there'll be a lot of people on Hochanda that have had linen kits. So you get 2 brigades. You get people who stitch on both, and then you get people that only stitch on Aida, people that only stitch on linen.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's completely your preference.
Yes.
And the beauty of these kitten kits and the little puppies is that you've got the Aida version, which is a good entry point to cross-stitch because it is slightly easier.
So it can get
Don't
you
be put
into
off by linen because people do both.
Yes.
And I think it gives it, particularly on the Still Life one, it gives a very sophisticated finish, I think.
It is nice.
But don't be worried about it because there's no stigma like, oh, they do it on Aida. It doesn't matter. It's only because linen fabric really was around before Aida that people embroider on linen. But you'll find it equally easy. But just go for... I always think with craft, whatever you're doing, it's the enjoyment of it. So, like I'm saying to you, make sure your stitches go the right way. If you get one that's going the wrong way, and you're still doing the same amount of stitches, that's absolutely fine. Because it's your enjoyment of doing it, and it's a leisure activity. You're not doing it for a competition or to be judged in the village fete. You're doing it because you really want to do it.
We want to do it. Well,
so
if you want to give these a try, do shop on the website, hochanda.com. In fact, shall I do a quick recap, Jeremy?
Yeah, of course.
Do a good idea. I'll be right back. If that's a good time for you, you can shop on the shop on the website. This is it. It's hochanda.com. Now, we are celebrating the artwork here, the designs of Thea Hoofner, and a good friend of Jeremy's. But seriously, what a talented lady. And you could pick any piece, and you could be fooled into thinking it's a different artist, because there's different styles here. I would say all of them are quite painterly, which I think is a beautiful way of describing it by Jeremy. They're also painterly. What on earth's going on here? Look at this CGI. What's going on here? Do you know what? They're so proud. Sorry about this, but backstage, it took them absolutely hours to do that. You know, Hollywood, watch out. Watch your back, Hollywood, if you just see that CGI. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's embarrassing. We like it. They've got it in the corner still. No, we like it. But seriously, with Thea Hoofner, my word, what a talented lady that brings us so many different styles. We've got the Still Life, we've got the beautiful, adorable puppies and the kittens, but this has also been very popular too. Why not start off with something like this? This is the poppy. This is the classic poppy. Ah! It's that dramatic. We're zooming out quickly, look. £18.99, 773 018. But let's calmly zoom back in. There it is. There we are. Now then, you can see there, again, with all these kits, we've got DMC thread. It's absolutely gorgeous. So again, please don't think you're going to get it printed onto the actual fabric. You do get the chart, which lays it all out for you. And then, if I can find it, here we go. And then you start in the middle. Ideally, you start in the middle. If you're experienced, you may just want it for the pattern. You may want to crack straight on. But if you do want to take your time, you've got instructions with it, and just enjoy the process. But the bigger we go, please don't think the more complex, it just takes more time. Obviously, there's just more stitches. Perhaps there's more blocks of colour. Perhaps the blocks of colour become a little bit smaller within the more intricate designs. But again, it's the same stitch, but just think how much time you're going to have. If you want to entry-level price, if you think £18.99, think, do you know what, I could try it for that price. I could give it a go for that price. The poppy, I know lots of people like the poppy. If you know places in your home, your bedroom, your guest bedrooms, that would be quite nice. Your guest bedrooms are bound to compliment on this, and why not? Just enjoy the compliments, but this is something that you can hand make at home. And when you go close up, you realise, oh yeah, it is cross-stitch, because from a distance, I can see people walking to the studio over the day when they squint and think, it's cross-stitch. And that's because these designs, they're just so beautiful and painterly. Well, £18.99, this is a brand new Hochanda today, 773-018. If you like the classic poppy, it's £19 by 35 centimetres. And think of the many ways you like to frame it. Beautiful. We've also got the snowdrops. Now, these are gorgeous. I don't know what it is about these. I think it's the colours, actually. I think they're quite modern looking. I think it also depends how you actually frame this. I think quite fresh, spring and fresh. £23.99 is the price for this. It's 689163. Now, my word, 20% of the stock here is gone. It's one of those busy shows. If you like to get all these, do shop ahead on the website. My word, we've got large designs, we've got smaller designs. If you would like to give this one a go, it's also brand new today. £23.99, 689163. But if you're a Freedom member, you get this for £21.59, and you don't pay any postage and packaging. It's all capped at £6.97 a month. That's your Freedom member monthly fee. You can cancel any time. Try it for a month, see how you get on. If you want to cancel it, give our call centre a ring. So we got those. We've got the snowdrops. Now, let's move on down. We've got the pansy. John, the pansy is my favourite flower. I'm not just saying that. It reminds me when I used to help my mum and dad gardening when I was a young'un. But I don't know what it is. What was the pansy? Anyway, I do love it in crafts like this, but how beautiful is this thread? It's just good. Look at the contrast. This is such a high contrast of vibrant colours. Isn't that gorgeous? This is showcasing the quality of that DMC thread here. You've got that satin-like finish. It's called silk thread, although it's not silk. It's got that silk feeling. It's got that silk sheen, although these are cotton. Isn't that beautiful? It's a stunning thread. Look at that sheen that's emitting from that. It's beautiful. Now, you choose here between Aida or linen. It's completely up to you. The one I've got in the background here is made from linen, it looks like. So there we go. Let's have a look at this one. The beautiful artwork, celebrated. Something's already finished. It is, yeah, this is linen. So I don't know if you can actually, you might be able to see the difference. I'm not entirely sure. While I'm having a look at that, I'm going to reach forward and try and get some Aida for you, because... sorry. Can you actually see the difference there? It's quite difficult to see when you're this far away. Is that obvious to the cameras? I'm not sure. Well, there you go. I don't know if you can get... the closer you get, you'll be able to see. So, on the linen versus the Aida, can you see the holes are a little bit more obvious? You've got more obvious blocks to work with. I think that makes it clear, doesn't it? So you can see, I personally, like Jeremy's been saying, if you're perhaps new to this, maybe go for the Aida, because you can see the holes in the space a little bit clearer, probably easier to count. But you know, it's complete personal preference. Everyone's different. You might go for both. You might like to mix it up. I hear you are going for both, though, so maybe that means a lot of experienced cross-stitchers and some new ones are watching as well. So thank you very much. £33.99. If you'd like to go for the pansy, Aida or linen is the choice. 422104. No difference in price. It's just it's the same thread. It's literally just the background. Now then, the next item we got, it's the panda. Now, this has been on before. We got that at a special price, unbelievably, saving £9, £33.99, and that's 314901 is your item number. Now then, if you like to go for all of these, this is a wonderful selection. If you like to go for the panda, pop it into your basket. All you pay is £17 today. Now, there's something... Joe, I wish I had a sheet. Hang on a second. Before you come back in what we call Envision, are we ready for the next item? Because the next thing I'm about to show you is very impressive. Do you like this dramatic build-up, Jeremy, I'm doing
very
here?
Very good, yeah, an unveiling.
It's an unveiling. Thank you very much. Well, if you like to go for this, we should have a drum roll. No, we haven't got the sound effect. No, too late, Shana, but thank you. How beautiful is this?
Yeah, I mean, I was really blown away when I saw this design. It was all very under wraps when Teo was making it.
Right.
Because the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, some viewers might have been to the Rijksmuseum. It is absolutely incredible. Obviously, it has Dutch works of art. I've just looked, actually, who the artist was. He was called David de Heem.
Right.
And he was an artist in the 17th century. very typically of its time in the 17th century, these beautiful designs. And I think this is absolutely amazing. Again, it's very, very large. The chart comes in lots of different pieces,
yes,
like, you know, split
as
up.
sections. But
it's exactly the same stitch with a tiny bit of back stitch. And I would say, although it's kind of a big outlay to buy, you would get hundreds of hours of enjoyment from this.
I reckon so.
And also, it's very, very good value because you're getting an awful lot of kit for your money. And it absolutely, I mean, I love the snail in the...
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
There's so much to observe here, isn't there?
And I love the pea pods as well. But it really is beautiful.
Is that a little spider?
Yeah, a little spider hanging down. Every time you look at it, you see something different. And the thing is with them is that all the plants, I mean, must have been one of the reasons that she copied this old master, is that they're all botanically correct. So a lot of people who stitch and do craft love gardening. And all of these are botanically correct. There's a bit of realism here, isn't there? Yeah, it's really, really real.
Yeah.
So you've got the peonies in the middle, you've got roses, you've got a very big carnation in the top, and of course it's very Dutch because you've got tulips. These are parrot tulips here.
Oh, right.
Narcissus you've got, and then you've got blue cornflower, and then you've got here, I think this is a bit of lilac.
I like that.
Fritillary. You can identify all the plants. It's got a nice bit of honeysuckle in. And you can imagine when you've done this and having it on your wall, not only is it an heirloom piece, but you'd be really chuffed with yourself if you actually stitch that. But I think it's one of those projects, and I often, when I cross-stitch or I do any kind of designing, I often have something small on the go and something large. So if you did buy the kit, don't think you've got to whiz through it. There's often with cross-stitchers, they're doing small things as you're going along. We've got a lot of choice here today.
Make it last a year if you want to.
Yeah, longer than that, I reckon. But
who knows?
This is an incredible design, and I mean, I've known Taya for a long time, and she's made some beautiful designs that we've had on the show before, but this, to me, is an absolute showstopper, and I think I'm going to have to do this when I retire. It's my retirement project. Well, when I'm living in the country and I've got nothing to do.
Oh, a nice cup of tea,
nice
coffee in the morning. Oh, a gin and tea outside.
Not a cup of tea,
oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking.
So it's really, really
thread,
amazing. Well? And we're standing back here, Charlie and I. When you see it, I mean, it does look like a painting, and it would look, I mean, it would be the biggest statement in your sitting room or dining room. It's
and
really
to say
incredible.
You've done this, and you got a little bit of background from the designer from Taya as well. This is just actually beautiful. By the way, we have got a number of options for you. Now, this is the linen.
That's the linen.
That's the linen. Have a look at the black one. Now, the black one's on the Aida. We've also got a white Aida as well. So 3 options, same design, same colours. But I do love the black. Isn't that beautiful? I've got it. There we are.
Yeah, the black is amazing. Absolutely brilliant. So I hadn't seen the black one until I got here today because this is so new. I'd seen the other one before. Again, the black really, it's very, very dramatic, and the design is really, really thrown out. It's on Aida, so although it's black, it's a little bit more difficult than doing it on white. But on the black Aida, it's the blocked fabric. And as I said before, if you were tackling it on the black, always make sure that when you're stitching, you've got something white on over your knees. Like a white pillowcase.
Just to help shine through the holes on the black
white jeans,
whatever.
White jeans. Yeah, you could
get my white linens out.
Yeah, you could, and you could really see the holes. But I just think this design is absolutely beautiful. And for all you viewers who've been watching Taya over the last year, we always have lovely big designs, and in shows we've had before, a lot of you have bought big designs. But with the range that we've got today, we've got the great cutesy animals, the puppies and the cats. We've got the poppy, which is I've got the demo piece of the poppy. We've got kind of nice, easy things to do, and then we've got the piece de resistance,
the more you look at it, the more I get drawn in from a distance. I mean, just appreciating that from a distance. How gorgeous is this?
Yeah.
It's absolutely jaw-dropping, and you can do this at home. You can do this at home. For £94.99, it's for all the instructions. That's the black Aida. We've got it in the linen too, £47.50. That's if you like to spread the cost on FlexiBuy. Same price either way. It's interest-free, and that's 868903. That's your item number. So again, if you like to go for this, do jump on our phone to 01733 602,000, or again, you can shop on our website, hochanda.com. But for the amount of thread, for the amount of work from Taya, This is absolutely beautiful. I'm absolutely blown away by that. It's the sort of piece, because it is just so mouth-wateringly beautiful.
Yeah.
You can't wait to just crack on. It's
Yes,
motivating.
yeah.
And you've got that lovely materials too.
Yeah.
Well, any questions? I can't believe it. We've only got about 15 minutes left on the show. Where's it gone? It's worth the journey, then. Do you know what?
In the snow.
In the snow. 2 hours early, but that is that's preparation
On
for
my
you.
sleigh. Yeah.
On your sleigh.
Yeah.
So there we go. Any questions, email us. It's studio@hochanda.com for Jeremy. So then, what are we going to look at next?
Yeah,
What's design?
I thought we'd have a look at the poppy now. I mean, when we've had tear shows before, as you know, Charlie, we've had lots of poppies.
Yeah.
The poppies are iconic. All the British people love poppies. They mean remembrance. They're very, very popular. Again, this kit is a great price point because it's great for a gift. Couldn't not like a poppy, and it's a good entry point, like you said earlier, with the kittens and things and the little puppy. It's a very, very good kit to give as a gift or just to do as yourself. Now, this one here, the complete end of the spectrum from the still life, is with the poppy. This is something that you could easily do between Christmas and New Year.
Oh, really?
So when you've done all your present buying, cooking, running around for Christmas, exhausted.
Kids are watching a film.
That's right. A great time to cross-stitch is between Christmas and New Year because you've got a bit of quality time for yourself.
Well, all this partying, socialising is tiring, Jeremy.
And I was talking to someone earlier in the green room. They did say, you know, a lot of people craft after Christmas and then into the New Year.
Yeah, right.
Again, it's snowing, freezing. This is great cross-stitch weather for staying at home, bunking off work, cross-stitching.
No, we wouldn't do that, Jeremy.
We wouldn't do that, would we?
Would we?
But no, it's a great thing to do on these winter days, you know, where you maybe aren't out and about so much. Get your needle out and start cross-stitching.
Now, so this could, what, a couple of days you could do this? If you
Yeah,
just sit down,
easily.
how many hours? I know, is that a hard question? Obviously, we can't...
You could probably do that in
Be
about
accurate with this,
8 hours, 10
Oh,
hours.
okay.
Yeah. And it's lovely because it's got great blocks of colour. Again, in Taya's style, it's very, very realistic. It's really, really beautiful. I have to say, this isn't a new design. This has been in the collection for about 25 years.
Right.
It's a perennial seller. Great starter point for you if you haven't cross-stitched before.
You're getting something classic.
Yeah.
One of Taya's classic designs here, which is quite
also
exciting.
great for a gift. You know, if you want gifting ideas, this is absolutely perfect for a friend or a family member. People who stitch, they love to get a cross-stitch kit. Also, for yourself, you could do it really quickly and as an entry point for cross-stitch, dead easy.
Well, there we go. Dead easy indeed. If you'd like to give for this, 20% of the stock's already gone here. £18.99, brand new today.
Great price,
It's a great price, isn't
absolutely
it?
brilliant.
19 by 35 centimetres. So where are we up to then? So we made a start on
we
this
just did it
design.
a little bit earlier. So, again, I just reiterate for all of the people that can cross-stitch, this part can be a little bit boring, but basically you're going bottom left to top right.
That's on Aida we're working
It's
with
on
now.
Aida fabric, yeah. Bottom right to top left, and that forms the cross. Now try and get all your top threads running in the same direction. So I did look at the chart earlier, so I do kind of know what I'm doing.
Okay. Do you get people to add their own embellishments if you wanted to?
Yeah,
I
you
suppose?
can actually, yeah. I mean,
add a touch of metallic thread. I mean, I don't know.
A good thing to do. I mean,
Suppose
I
you're
think
free
a
to
lot
do
of
what?
people that tune in are more crafty and will do different things. I think your kind of bog standard customer that buys a kit in the shop doesn't really do that.
No.
But I know that a lot of you viewers, you've got
Crafty
craft
minds, yeah.
rooms, you've got, So if you wanted to add a few beads, clear beads work, absolutely brilliant. You could, if you got some metallic thread, stitch with metallic thread. You could always put a border around it. So sometimes it's nice to do a little border. So you could do a straight line or staggered stitch. Don't be frightened. I mean, the only thing I can say is stick to the chart to do the design. But if you want to add a bead on the way, absolutely brilliant. Good idea, Charlie.
By the way, no, you're welcome. And it happens once in a while. Do you know what, if you would like to go for the large piece, it's this still life piece here. I can't stress this enough. You really are liking this. It's such good value for money. 3 options here. Would you like it on the linen, which is this one right here, the white Aida or the black Aida? The black and the Aida are very, very popular, £94.99. But this is just beautiful. If you want it on FlexiBuy, it's 2 payments of £47.50. You pay one today. Add your P&P, 868-903. I mean, what a lovely Christmas present.
You'd be thrilled, wouldn't you? The other thing about it...
mesmerising, actually.
Yeah, the other thing about it is that you can take each of the different elements as a separate project. So you could... does seem quite daunting, but you could really set your stall up and, say, do the carnation on the top left-hand side and then embroider that. And I always find that if you've done a big element on a design, say like one of those flowers, it spurs you on to do more. And although it's a massive kit, you're getting great value for money, absolutely amazing. Yeah. You don't need to go out for about 2 years, really. You could stay in every night doing this.
Leave it for that.
Save all that money, stitching. Yeah. But if you can take one element at a time, so that's the way I do it. I do a little bit at a time. So I do one of the flowers and I do it completely, and then that gives you the impetus to carry on.
To carry on?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, sadly, we've got less than about 7 minutes left on the show, unbelievably. So can we see a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. So I'll show you the back there. I can zoom in a little bit.
Oh, lovely.
OK. Now, a lot of people ask how you... Sorry, I'm moving too quickly.
No, don't worry.
How you anchor your thread down. So you can see here, if you were starting with a new colour, you would thread your needle across the back of your threads there and come up where you need to start. Then if you're actually beginning, it's actually easy. When you're actually beginning, you would hold your finger at the back of the thread and then just do your cross stitches over. But I'll just do another stitch. It's so easy. The only other stitch that you'd find on a tail hoof and a kit is a back stitch, which is a straight line. So I'll just demonstrate that now. Now, a back stitch, I don't think there are any on the poppies, but certainly on the still life. A back stitch is like a running stitch. Again, it's marked on the chart as a straight line. Getting caught up round there.
I've got these hoops on the website, actually, hochanda.com.
I mean, the really little tip is that when you've finished working at night, just loosen the screw on the hoop. Don't leave it taut, because it will... I mean, it will come
over time
out.
It might slap.
Yeah, so
right,
best just loosen it off at night so it's not marking the fabric too much. Don't forget that when you've completed your cross-stitch kit, you can... I've done it again. You can press it, and actually the imprint of the hoop comes out really easily. All the threads are colour fast, so that if you did have a mark on your fabric, you can wash them very lightly in something like Woolite, and then you would, or some mild detergent, and then the mark would come out. Now, we've covered this before in previous shows, but Taya's kits contain no half stitches. Now, people who've cross-stitched a lot and done other brands will find that there are half stitches and quarter stitches. I absolutely think they are ridiculous and you don't need to have them. All Taya's kits are all formed by full cross stitches with back stitch, and that's the way to go. You don't need to do half stitches and quarter stitches, which is really interesting. This is a tip for people who know what, have done them before. You don't need to do them. They're completely unnecessary. Yeah. And actually, a lot of people at Stitch would look at a kit and say, oh, God, it's got half stitches. So they're not really liked. All the designs are made of full cross stitches. As you said earlier, it's terribly therapeutic. It's very relaxing. And I'd say just make sure that you've got good lighting. You've got good specs. If you don't wear specs, absolutely amazing. Get yourself a little pair of scissors. That's all you need, and a hoop, and you're off. Okay, it's very easy, very portable. Yeah. So, it's a really easy hobby to take up. And also, a lot of people at Watch Hochanda, they do other crafts. It's a great thing to slot in. But going back to the still life, it is really huge, and it's absolutely brilliant. No doubt we might have it on a show maybe in the new year and things, but it's one of those things that I'd say, I'm not trying to sell you more kits here, but no. If you're cross-stitching, I always have something really big on the go, and then I have something smaller that I might
have a break from that.
Yeah, because you're not always in the mood to, and if you've got an hour or so, if you're doing something small...
You want to whip it out just on this sofa, you know, just so it's next to you.
Yeah, and on the show...
get the big piece out.
Yeah, that's right. If you've just got an hour or something, or you say commute and you want to do it on the train or something, a lot of people stitch on airlines and trains and goodness knows what. And with the kits that we've got here today, we've got a bit of everything. We've got amazing cutesy animals, kittens in the sewing basket that we had earlier. Yeah. And then we've got really sophisticated things like we've got the snowdrops, and as you know, over the year, we've moved Taya through because her catalogue of designs is very, very large. We've had a lot on the show, and I really like the seasonality of Taya's things. So the snowdrops, I think, are amazing.
Well, they're right here,
and they're going to be, yeah, they're going to be
do love
obviously popping out the
they
ground.
look very fresh, quite restful. Image I
yeah,
think for
it's
this,
so
personally.
beautiful. And don't forget, by February we'll have snowdrops. And sometimes it's nice to stitch what's around at the moment and stitch seasonally.
Yeah.
So really, really brilliant.
Well,
yeah.
£23.99, it's brand new today. Snowdrops on the AIDA cross-stitch kit. 689163. If you're a Freedom member, £21.59. No postage or packaging as a Freedom member. It's all rounded off and capped at £6.97 a month. Otherwise, £23.99 for everything you need in there. It is at the frame of your choice at home. Well then, sadly, we're coming towards the end of the show. If you would like to go for the poppy, here are the details for you. It's £18.99. 773. Oh, here we go. I've got a picture for you. 773-018. So again, do pop into your basket. By the way, we've got some cute animals. Now, this is just showcasing how multi-talented Taya is. There's one classic poppy, a very well-known piece, but we've also got the still life at the back, but also these animals, how cute are they? Now then, one item number is 039845, and you choose whichever one you would like. This is the baking puppy. Oh, we've switched now. This was the puppy love. This one now is the puppy love. We've also got the kittens in the sewing basket, which is this one. Now, the one we're looking at now, kitten in the sewing basket, over half of the stock's gone. That's very, very popular. £24.99, 039845. Do you know someone who loves dogs, cats, both, maybe? Don't forget, if you want to add, if you've got something in your basket, you want to add something to your basket on top of what's already in there, it only increases your only P&P by just £1, so please remember that. So then, we got a few minutes, or 2 minutes less than on the show, Jeremy. For those who tuned in, this has been very popular. This is brand new today.
Yeah.
Why get this today?
Because I think it's sometimes nice to have something, we call it in the trade a stash.
Yeah.
And your stash could be chocolate, or it could be cross-stitch kits, or any other type of craft you do. But I personally would really like to have this in my stash.
It's beautiful.
And I might well have it in my stash soon, but you've got it for when you want to start it. It's a great project to think, God, I've got Christmas out of the way, I've got rid of the family, we've had a lovely time, but I'm now going to take on a major project. I think the still life would be absolutely beautiful. And it is timeless. It's so beautiful,
It is timeless,
the composition.
you know.
And it's a real classy piece of cross-stitch, which would look amazing in a modern home, contemporary home, and you can have it framed absolutely beautifully. But this is a real heritage piece, and it's beautiful.
We've just seen it on the linen. Now, we've also got it on the white Aida or the black Aida, so 3 options for you. Sadly, we've got less than a minute on the show, but again, it's a little bit hard on the black, you'd say? Any advice there?
A little bit. Actually, this on the black's really, really growing on me. I mean, I don't normally embroider on black because it kind of doesn't fit our decor at home.
I don't think I've seen a background on black, actually. I love it.
I really like this one on the black. A little bit more difficult on the black because it's a little bit more difficult with your eyesight, but as I say, you can make sure you've got brilliant lighting, you work with something white on your lap so you can see the holes through. But it's really, really attainable.
I think it is. Well, Joe, thanks so much. You know, it's been a brilliant show. If you'd like to go for this, this has been very popular. Which is the most popular option? Which is the most popular background out of interest on this one? Which one? The black or the... Well, which one? The white Aida has been the very, very popular one on this. I was just interested. So £94.99. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Charlie.
We'll see you after the break. There we go. So I'll be joining Jodie after the break. Tonic Crafty Corner, weekday wonder. And then we've got Tony Fix 4's one day special. Dave Bradford's looking at that. And more cross-stitch designs by Taya Houdner. We've got lots more coming up at your home. Craft Hobbies and all.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda, and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
Here at Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Ali from Ali Stitchy Fingers. I've been sewing most of my life. I absolutely love sewing. I've been with the Chanda now from the very beginning, really. That's when I started to go there. The Chanda family are lovely people to work with, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. Designing is a big part of the journey for me as well. I love going out and finding the fabrics to use in the projects and bringing them to you. I love the designing process from start to finish, and then the finished project is just the icing on the cake. So make sure you don't miss out. Come and sew with me on Hochanda.
Well, we are back with the Weekday Wonder. My name's Tony John with Jodie, obviously from Tonic. Where's the gin?
In my handbag.
Oh, so it's ready for the... Is it really?
No.
So, ready for the festive... Are we ready for the festive season?
I am. I am fully ready. No more presents. All bought, all wrapped, all gone to Father Christmas. I've got to be, because otherwise I'd be like...
You know, I know people, I've never known, even my friends my age, like, they're really, really organised. They've done all their wrapping.
Yeah.
I haven't done any shopping yet.
All done.
No, I haven't done any shopping.
Oh,
I
you
like
just need a personal shopper.
Yes, I do. I like the adrenaline rush. You know, there's a good garage, a petrol station on the way back home on Christmas Eve.
Those dead wilted flowers.
Yes, wilted flowers, the jars of jam. It's fantastic.
Absolutely,
Anyway, if you'd like to go for this weekday wonder, hopefully it's going to last the rest of the week. But again, you are saving £12 on these beautiful dies. Go on, Jenny, where do we start?
These are beautiful. So you're getting 3 of the large corners and 2 of the medium size. Now, if I say these are your black dress.
Right.
Okay. So when you go out and you buy a black dress to trim it up, don't you?
Yes.
Necklaces
not
for the evening, you know, casual wear with a scarf round. That is what you're going to do with these. These are the black dress of your collection. These are things that you're going to add to, whether it be a centre item, whether it be a flourish here, a little drop there. These are things that are going to give you not only your smaller card varieties, but your larger ones as well.
Well, there we are. And again, it's on FlexiBuy, saving you £12. And we've got some boards.
We do.
Look at some boards.
Yeah, no, as I say, we've got 2 medium sizes in there, and the other ones are the large ones. But these are Verso Plus dies. So what does Verso Plus mean? It means that we get 2 dies that've got cut edges on there. So you get 1 die here that's going to give you your outside edge. You then get your second one that gives you your detail. But place them together, you have got your perfect match.
And that's
in
Verso
theirs.
Plus?
It is.
Oh, is that what it means?
It does. It's that additional cutting edge.
So this is also Verso Plus?
It is. Beautiful. You know, I have never seen one so fine on this centre cut line here at the top. It is so fine. It's beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous, isn't it? It's lovely pieces.
And then we start to go to the large ones. Very dainty, very floral, very detailed, but once again, chop into them and you can make your smaller corners as well. They work perfectly around your 5x5s, your 6x6s, your 8x8s. They are lush.
They are really nice and
my favourite.
This is your favourite here?
This one is my favourite. Why is it my favourite? Because put 4 of them together, you've got the most amazing 8x8 background.
Oh, yeah.
Put 3 together, you get beautiful design work. Put 2 together, you have the most spectacular pagoda.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
so you could put your bride and groom in there and
Oh, I
decorate
see.
it with
Cross that.
flowers and everything else.
Yeah.
So there's lots of ways of playing with these dies.
There's lots of ways. Well, there they are. Speaking of which, shall I look at some cards?
Oh, yes.
We got piles and piles of this.
We
It's
do.
fantastic. Where should we start?
Right,
Shall we look at
so
these ones?
very, very simple. Keeping it simple, bringing it down. Just 2 different ones. One on one side, one on the other, and you've got the most spectacular card. Very, very simple.
Lovely. And do you know what? This is beautiful. How gorgeous is that?
So bringing in all your different dies within your collection, whether it be a centre element, whether it just be a wording. But what we were saying about, oh, can you just pick me that one up,
I
Joel?
certainly can.
What we were saying about being able to build different size frames, that's that same die, but just in 4 cuts, having the
And
4
that
corners.
was your favourite, that one, wasn't it?
It is my
Oh,
favourite.
God, seamless.
Yeah, so one there, so 2 different ways of cutting the die, so 2 dies there. We've got the dies coming out the side panels there.
Beautiful. And look
Bit
how
of
different
paper
that
piercing
is.
in there. They could be white and they could be daisies, really spectacular. Maybe you want to go to large formatted
luxurious.
cards, really, really gorgeous.
Well, there we go. If you'd like to go for all of this, £19.98. That's your first flex by pairing of 2. You're saving £12. 10 dies in total, 169,110. Pop this into your basket. Do get this whilst you can. It's a limited time offer for this week. Well, you can shop on our website, like I said, or dial the number 01733 602,000. Now, we've seen lots of inspiration there. Should we do some demonstrations?
Let's play.
Sure. Whilst we get ready, take a look at this video. This is beautiful. There we go, so sport for choice there. That's just your weekday wonder, saving £12. Now, the next items we got, these are beasts.
These are
huge.
monsters. These are boop boop.
But they're what?
Boop,
Oh my word.
Bargains.
Do we get both sets?
You get both sets,
Oh.
and just look at the saving that you've got on these. Yeah,
It's not
precisely.
far off what you're spending, really.
Precisely.
Saving £31. If you're a Freedom member, it's pretty much half price. There's £1 on it. It's 98p in it, I know, but that is ridiculously good price.
These are huge dies. These are the biggest dies that we can make to go through a A4 machine. Okay, so if I turn this one round, you'll be able to see. Look at all that.
It's a lot of metal.
It is huge. So where the detail die starts there, if you've got our base core nesting shapes, either the rectangle or the square, that's where they stop. And then these are your additions to take it up to an 8x8. So that one there is your Greek temple. This one here, it's got a die that's loose in there. So let me just see if I can grab that. That one there is your English picnic. So that's the same. If you've got our rectangle dies, they will fit where that large patterned die is in there. But they are beautiful. You've got so many dies, 28 dies in total here. You're getting a lot of metal for your money.
It's a lot, isn't it? And
It
you're
is.
saving £35 if you're a Freedom member. You spent £35.98. I can't believe this price.
Can
This
you
is
just
brilliant.
grab that one?
No, I'm going to make you stand there feeling awkward.
Yeah, he is. He is.
That makes
God,
sense.
you grab that one because
Here we
it's
go.
got a loose die in it. There we go.
Right, now we've got beautiful cards behind us. Let's have a
Yeah,
look at
so,
some
you
ideas.
know, depending on what size card you want to make. So that one there is on a 7x7. So that is using the Greek temple. Just one layer. Multiple layer them together and look at the effects that you can get there. You know, you'll note that there's 2 different designs in the Greek temple. temple. You've got this Greeky looking design, and then you've got the lotus leaves going around that shape there. So that one is a very rich, opulent colour, but go down pastel and it changes the feeling of it. Really, really pretty. But you know, bring in the weekday special in as well. Look how it works with a weekday special.
With Verso Plus
It
dies.
looks beautiful. But then we've also got the picnic die in that collection as well. So whether you use it horizontal,
Picnic die, is that based on the classic?
I don't know. I
rugs and cloths?
think Mark must have been hungry when he was naming them.
Yes, in the park.
Yeah. So you've got all the different ones there, just building in different configurations, even down to little ones that you can just put words on.
It's beautiful.
They are. They're
It's absolutely
stunning.
gorgeous. Well, it's £31 saving again. It's £39.98 for all of those dies. It's 28 of them. They are monsters. They are huge. 696 560. You can have it on FlexiMind, by the way, even if you're a Freedom member. You pay £17.99 today, first payment of £2. Now that you're already shopping ahead for the next two, actually. Now, so, I mean, obviously, for paper piecing, putting the bits back in is going to be beautiful with these.
They are. So these are stunning. So you've got your tulip in there, and you've also got your lily spray in there as well. These are beautiful little flower dies, whether you're using them in their entirety or chopping them down and just using them as individual flowers. You know, build a little corsage up, maybe. Build them around a frame, paper pierce with them, flood them with your aquaflows, lots of different ways of playing with them. But they make into spectacular cards, so very fresh and invigorating. Maybe a little subtle there with the little flowers going across the bottom, or maybe you want to go bold and beautiful and bring in all your sentiments. So we've gone on to 8x8s. We've gone down sizes. You know, they work on all size cards.
They do, don't they? Clearly so. Well, £11.98 for those two dies. This is the Lily Spray and Tulip Swirl. 333-931, a third of the stock there has gone. Now, if you want to have that similar kind of theme, these are just going to work perfectly. We've got the Morning Glory included inside this one.
We
the roses.
do. So these are beautiful. So you've got the rose in there, very much like Beauty and the Beast sort of rose.
Yes.
You've also got the Morning Glory in there with a little trumpet on there as well. So, you know, paper pierce with them, bring in your different mediums. Maybe you want to make them into box frames.
I like this.
So a little box frame there, quite easily could be a shaker card in there. The petals could be falling to the bottom.
Do some cards. You have a little bit of bowed acetate going around.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
It would.
It's like a little rose in one of those little things.
Domes.
Domes, that's the one.
Yeah. But you can see there are different feels with them. Whether you go pastel, whether you go traditional love roses in the reds, or maybe you want to decoupage them. That one's got depth on there as well. They are stunning. This one has actually done on to vellum as well.
Oh, lovely. Oh, is it gorgeous?
Beautiful.
Gentle background you got there with the vellum.
Gorgeous.
Well, there we are. If you'd like to go for this at £11.98, it's the Morning Glory and it's the Roses Red Die set. It's 102528, but £11.99, £74. Now, other items that you might be interested in, you can see on the website, hochanda.com. We've got that DL layering die, actually. Let's take a look at these. This is perfect. I mean, have a look at this. This is the Verso die, so versatile dies we've got right there. £39.98, saving £10. These are quite large dies, actually. It's 485339 is your item number, so just quote that, give our call centre ring. It's beautiful. There's so many options there. They're quite curved, actually. It's quite curved. I think for your toppers, it's beautiful. Now, how about this? If curves not your thing, how about this? This is the Rivoli layering dice. This is £39.98, saving £10 there. That's 740478. Beautiful. We've also got the miniature moments set on the show. So then, take a look at all of these. This is 6 dies. Now, again, sometimes we send cards, well, pretty much any time we send a card, because we've got something to say, but this says it in a balanced way. They're not too large, not too small, but these are the miniature moments. £79, £29.94, 949848. That is your item number. Lovely. Now that we've got lots of demonstrations on this hour, about to start the first one. Thanks for your company this afternoon. Hope your items safe during this snowy weather we've been having.
Oh, and be careful, it's starting to freeze.
Yeah, it is, but icy apparently.
Yeah, I went to the car and...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A few of us
did a very
here.
delicate slide across the road.
Well, a few of us arrived here in the morning, and the car park, obviously you can't see the white lines. So I think I'm not the only one who, when the snow melted, looked like I parked really badly. An angle right over the line in the middle of my car. It was bad. Yeah. It looked like I just didn't care.
It was the red car that parked in the bit that you go through, so nobody
That
could
was
get
Gemma, our
it.
producer.
Was that you, Gemma?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes, yes. But Gemma and I were one of the first people, and so we can't. Gemma actually parked right in the middle of the driveway bit. This is horrendous. Anyway.
Oh dear, oh dear.
So I once parked on. It's a true story. I stayed in a bed and breakfast once. I did apologise. I arrived late at night. It was very dark, badly lit, and you know, went to bed, woke up, good night's sleep. It was nice and bright and daylight in the morning, and I realised I parked on the lawn because the snow had melted. But it was just white. It was just white snow, and I woke up. The snow melted. I just parked right in the middle of the lawn.
Oh, I love it.
I did. I apologise. I thought it was really funny. I wonder what that bump was. It was the flower bed.
I thought you were going to say it was the gnome.
No, the gnome. Could have parked on the pond.
Oh, dear
You know,
me.
there's the water feature. What's the water feature doing in the driveway?
Right, so what we've done
Lord.
is we've used my favourite, okay? Now, just look at all these little bits. Just flip out. They are beautiful. Any of the little bits that are left, just give them a little tap, and you're going to get all those beautiful details. It's stunning. It
Beautiful,
really is a stunning
I see
die.
what's your favourite.
Yeah, so if you wanted to, you could place them like that, and you've got a gorgeous frame in its own right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you slightly shorten that top panel,
Very wedding-y, like you said.
you could bring them in like so. So I'm literally going where those little hoops are.
Will that be for an 8x8 then?
It would. And you could just very cleverly just snip off the excesses, and then you've got that centre element. Yeah, so that's
nice.
another way.
Lovely.
What about putting them that way on? So overlapping them over. So you can have maybe groom on that side, bride on that side, and then your card would open that way.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So you've got details that you can start to play with. But what we're going to do in this instance is we're going to give these a shadow.
Lovely.
So we're going to go the white on the top,
Right.
the silver on the bottom. So let's just get a spreader. We're going to put this on here. So this is the beautiful Craft Perfect patterned cardstock.
Right.
It's got a very slight, I would say, a damask finish on it.
You might have been watching the sales show I did, the Happy Hour Tonic Deal show. 7 o'clock this morning, it feels like days ago. That's 7 o'clock this
Was
morning.
that 7 o'clock this morning?
Yeah. Up since the middle of the night.
Bless your little heart.
But we like it. When it's good fun, you don't mind, do you?
Yeah.
It was good fun, actually. I love that rose gold satin card.
It's lush.
Isn't that nice?
You had that on
Oh,
there?
yeah, Happy Hour deals, yeah.
Wow, we.
Oh, yeah.
Surprised. So we're just shadowing all those little bits. So you've now got 2 elements that we're going to place on our card, like so. Okay, so let's take our 8x8. And this is that gorgeous damask. It's stunning. It really is. It's a very
nice.
small print on there, so it doesn't get. It's not really fussy.
Yeah.
So we're just matting and layering that one. So we're going to let that one dry for a minute because it's on metallic board. We're going to put the card the right way around, Johnson, because we've done an Australian one today already.
Have we?
We don't want to do another one.
Well, one a day is it at the moment?
Oh yeah. Well, why not? Yeah, we did rectify it.
Yeah.
So that's going to go on there. We're going to turn that one over. We're going to add some 3D foam onto his bottom just to give it a little bit of oomph. So I'm going to take that off there.
And you said you've made all your Christmas cards, or was it just the shopping you've done?
I've done all the shopping. The shopping is done, sweetheart. It's wrapped. It's gone to Father Christmas. No more.
Right. Good.
Yep, the bank card is away. Devon, the bank card's away. You're having no more.
Right. I'm panicked now. I need to do some more.
Yeah, he keeps saying to me, Mom, have you bought all my Christmas presents yet? I'm like, yes, no more.
Were you naughty when you were younger and used to look what you had?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever search for your presents?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So just taking the backs off. Good fun. So that there is going to be my matting layer, and that is just going to go into the centre of there. So this one is going to go here, and this one is going to come down the bottom there. So let's just add some more adhesive onto the back of there. So just go all the way up. So we're gonna add that into the corner of there. So then this one on here. You know, if you don't believe in Father Christmas, that's why you get socks.
What do you mean don't believe?
You get socks.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's around, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Oh.
So that is going to go on there.
Oh, we had some great Christmas jokes, didn't you?
Oh, don't know. I bet they were absolute crummy, weren't they?
They were brilliant.
Were they bad?
Brilliant. What? Oh, I forgot. What was it? It was. Oh, what was the one with the elves? What does Santa do if an elf is underperforming at work?
Call the health authorities. I don't know.
Oh, that was a good one. No, I've forgotten the punchline. Oh, it gives them the sack. Yeah. That was badly delivered, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just take the backs off of here. Let's just add that.
What do you call a penguin in the desert?
I don't know. What do you call a penguin in the desert?
Lost. Oh.
That was bad.
They're just lazy, aren't they?
That was one of Gemma's. That was bad.
How did you guess? Right, anyway.
So you can you see how a circle fits within that perimeter? It just fits nice and snug in there. So let's put that damask top on there. So let's put that damask in. So it's starting to bring everything together now. So we are making a wedding card. So we've got wedding days. Okay, we're going to go the mat on the bottom. And then we're going to add that on the top. So we're going to add that onto the top of there. So we've got a very slight shadow. So let's add that onto there. So all the way around. And that is going to sit into the middle of there. And then my bow is going to go on. And then we've got loads of little flowers that are going to go on as well. So these are some of our flower dies. This one here comes out of your kaleidoscope box.
Oh, right.
So if you've got the kaleidoscope box, so you can see now how I'm going to cover up that join. So that is just going to pop into there, so you don't see the join. Now if you've got the shadow box, all these little dies I'm using now are those little ones in your shadow box. They were just a little extra that we had a little bit of metal left over, so Mark put all these little bits in, and by Jove I'm glad he did, because we have used these little sprigs so much in card preparation just to add that extra little bit of fluff into the areas. So one in there, and then we're going to add this one on here. Just add that one, and then this one, and we're just building up now this design set. So that one in there, and that one, and then we're going to do the centre of the flowers just with some glitter Nouveau.
Nouveau drops.
So a blob. No, we're not. I've got a blockage.
You got a blockage.
I've got a blockage, babe.
I was absorbed in the moment.
Let's have a look.
Have you got enough?
I've got plenty, sweetie. We'll have white. We'll have a white pearl. So just add in the pearl within there.
Oh, do you like that one? That's my favourite.
I do. I love the pearl.
It's just a pearl.
So there we have a very classy.
Very pretty.
Little
very
card.
pretty.
It's beautiful. Just by using those drop shadows on those corners, give it that real depth.
Well, it does, doesn't it? Don't forget, if you like to give all of these cards deals on the side of your screen, it's a weekday wonder, which means you get a deal, saving £12. Shall I do a cheeky little recap?
Absolutely, go for it.
Lovely. We'll be right back. More demonstrations. Thank you, Judy. Well, there we go. If you'd like to give all these dies, there they all are at a glance. 10 dies in total. It's a weekday wonder, which means this offer is supposed to run this week until 11 o'clock on Thursday, 11 p.m. Thursday night. So 169110. But of course, I mentioned the times here. It is while stocks last. If you like to go for them, save some money, save £12, and do get them while you can. £19.98 today is your first payment of £2. Now, we see a lovely card there, but you can do that at home. We've got all the other bits and pieces, of course. But let's think what else we can do. Now, do you know what I love about these dies? When I see Verso dies, I get excited. But when I see Verso Plus dies, I get even more excited now. Because there's many combinations that you can use all of these. Well then, I'll show you those boards in a second, which does illustrate why Verso is so worth having. But first, let's look at some inspiration there. Oh, it's the same card. Ah, that was a before and after. There we go. There we are. Mix and match all these different colours. I've got to say, my favourite, my absolute favourite, if I have to pick one, they're all lovely, don't get me wrong, is this one. How divine is that? That is just luxurious. How much would you pay for that in a shop? I'd hate to think, but it's beautiful. Various different styles we're showcasing right here. Different styles, very much so, when you look at that one. Beautiful. Now, I'm talking about the Verso Plus. This is what I mean by that. This is Jodie's favourite die. You do get all of them, all 10 of them. But again, you can use it just to cut the outline. You can use it separately, but you can use it to lay it on top of each other. So this is the Verso Plus. So there we are. You got more Verso Plus. You're getting all of these dies. Beautiful floral elements here. If you want to cut and snip bits out to lay them on top, drop shadow them. Of course, I don't think you should have too much trouble there. But it could be this quite a regal kind of frame we got there. How beautiful would that be for your scrapbook pages, notebook covers, maybe for your mixed media to go on the corner of your canvases? Why not? I think that for your corners. That is just gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful. I think any of these are suitable for very elaborate cards. Something very stylish. Something, I think, for, I think weddings here. I do think this is very much of a wedding selection for me. I think lots of other ideas, but for me, I just think weddings is beautiful. Perfect from your scrapbooking, for your nostalgic, for your interactive photo albums, perhaps. Why not? Well, again, all of these, this is what you can create. The beautiful cards on the front there, too. £39.95 is the price. You are saving £12. If you don't want to pay for that all at once, if it's at your budget, how about £19.98? Because that's your first FlexiBuy payment of £2 if you choose this on FlexiBuy. It's 169110. Now, I've shown you some ideas there. We've got more demonstrations, but let's have a look at some more inspiration. This is what you could do with this weekday wonder. And I've actually just been told nearly half of the stock there has gone. So if you'd like to get yours, it's the weekday wonder. Supposed to last until 11 o'clock at night on Thursday this week, but it does while stocks last. I doubt it somehow, because, well, it's Monday. That's a bit awkward. 169, awkward. 169110. Now then, the next items we got, these are monsters, as Jodie put them. This is the Greek collection. This is absolutely stunning. Now, what I love dies like this. One of my favourite intriguing dies, because you've got framing possibilities there. You've got so many different options for backgrounds from these selections. They're just beautiful. You know, we use the square a lot, don't we? We use something a bit more rectangular there too. But you do get both of these sets. Now, I'd like to show you the boards, actually, if I may. This shows you all the combinations you can use. Well, you might think of some others as well. Who knows? Think what dies you've also got. But if it's just for your mat layering, for this saving, especially if you're a Freedom member, to get these at almost half price, if you're a Freedom member, it's just great to have them for your layering possibilities. So all of these are possible. I'm going to whiz through these because I want to get back to Jodie, of course, for demonstrations. But there they all are. That is the picnic option we got there. But I say option, you get all of these dies. All of them 28 dies. So again, for your simple blocks of frames there, for your layering, stepping up cards, dimension, of course you can do that. But this is just stunning. They're very, very much of that Greek temple. Isn't that beautiful? You can see that. I think very much that is the most Greek part of the selection for me. It's beautiful. Well, there we go. Imagine black cards, some gilding waxes with that Greek style. I think that'd be absolutely beautiful. Well, there we go. All of these are doable. If it's just for overlays, if it's to make the structure of your cards with, if it's for decorative purposes, this is a wonderful selection for £39.98. But can I just show you the card quickly? There's one I saw earlier. There we go. Here we are. Here we are. I absolutely adore, you know, the mirror cards. You know, the satin mirror card. You get the glossy one, then you get your satin mirror card. How beautiful is that? I love this. That satin finishing card, that is just grand. It's a spectacular card, and if you want to really go for it with the layers, perfect. If you want to use less dies, they're still so important. If you get a frame, you might as well frame in a beautiful, elegant way, just like saying. If you want to use them just for home decor, why not? Perfect. £39.98, saving £31 though. It's a big saving. £31. If you're a Freedom member, your first flex buy is £17.99. How about that? 696560. That's your item number. Well, we've got other dies for you as well. We've got lots more options, which you can see on the website, hochanda.com. You're bound to find some nouveau drops on there. We've got those tag dies. That's interesting. I haven't seen those for a while, actually. They're big tag dies, actually, for £19.99. Some of them can be, I think, personally, for mixed media style tag dies. So if you want to use these to cut out, maybe just for bite-size dimensions, to style your ideas, to discover new techniques, I think the tags are just perfect for that. I really think they are. Well then, we're live in the studio. Any questions for Jodie, do email us in at studio@hochanda.com. So then, Jodie.
Right, so we're going to do something a little different.
Oh.
Now, if anything's going to go wrong, this
Press
will.
record now. Excellent.
Okay. So,
what potential
we've got
problems can arise?
because I could get it
Insecurity?
misaligned and it could go absolutely, totally wrong.
I see.
Okay. So, this is my mutton layer. Okay. Now, I've got my outside edge at an angle. So I've got the same distance at this side and the same distance at that side. And we're going to run that one through. So all the way through. And we're going to do this 4 times. Okay, so that's the first one. So take that away. That is waste. Turn my card. And then we're going to come in exactly the same. Same distance at that side and same distance at that side there. Take that one down. And we're working our way round. So what we're going to end up with is we're going to end up with 4 little arms coming out from a centre square.
Okay.
So take this one out. Like so, turn it round. And the same again. So same point at that side, same point at that side. And what I'm really doing is I'm keeping this little bit here parallel with the top of the cardstock. Okay. So run that one through. Now, bless Nikki, she's actually done me one in case I go wrong. She's a star.
Doesn't trust him, does she?
So, turn it round.
Of course she does.
And then do the same again.
Oh, right.
So from that point to that point, parallel with the top of my cardstock, and take that one down. Looks very strange at the moment.
No, I know what you did. I see where you're going. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's something a little different. So remember, this is the outside edge that we're working with. It's not the detail die, it's the outside edge. So when we take a mutton layer, that then is going to sit within there.
Right.
Okay, so let's stick that one down. So that there is going to be my centre element, so parallel.
This lines up beautifully.
Yeah.
Gee, that's gorgeous.
So that there
That's really cool.
is going to be the start of our funky card. Okay, so we now need some of the detail dies. So these are the detail dies
For the weekend
that work
wonder.
with that. So that
Weekday wonder.
weekday. Yeah, so stick that one down and run that one through. So we need 4 of these. I've already got 2 of these.
Gee, it's a nice surprise. It's one of my head.
It is going to be a surprise. It'll be a surprise to me if I get it wrong, because I've just pulled a bit off there. So I'm going to do another one. I've just pulled my nozzle off.
Oh dear.
So let's do another one.
Right, okay.
Nothing worse is when you pull the
Pull the
top.
nozzle off.
Absolutely. So let's start again. Let's not do it as fast. Let's be gentle with it. There we go. So that's one. And we want a second one. So let's take that one down and run that one through. I have to say, Nikki, this card's genius. It is.
This is really clever.
It is. It's a very,
So
very
we're
clever
utilising
design.
wastage, I suppose, here?
Yeah, you can use up your waste with no problem. So let's take that one away.
That's really clever.
So, what we have got now is we've got our 8x8. We've got our mat and layers on there. So these mat and layers have been done using the Greek temple. So the Greek temple will give you the perfect mat and layers for your 8-inch cards. This is going to go into there. So, let's stick that one down. So making sure that we're nice and level. And this is where the fun starts. So, bit of adhesive, decorative die parts. Now because we've used the inside edge, you're going to get a 2 to 3 mil
Oh, it's a nice little gap.
edge going all
Judy,
the way
this
around.
is going to be beautiful.
It's funky, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
A
this
modern
one-
way of using something that could be arguably quite classic.
Yeah.
traditional.
You know, do this in golds and silvers, it would be spectacular. So we're just keeping that nice
Oh, it
little
really would, yeah.
crisp, define, going all the way around. So just add in the next one. And you'll see there's actually a little notch there. You know, like when you're doing
Use it as a reference, as a guide, yeah.
So that notch is literally just going in.
I see.
So that's that one. So I just need a little bit more adhesive on the old hand. So can you see where we're going now, building up this design work all the way around. And we're just bringing them off to the pink. So it just adds that extra bit. So we're going to have, today is your day. So just add that into there. So on your special day, going in there, taking off. I'm having real problems with this 3D foam today. It's driving me mad.
Is it being stubborn?
It'll go in the bin before the day's long.
I'll show that one.
So that is going to go in there. So on your special day, we've got 2 little bows. So we're going to go one at the top, or one at the bottom, and then we're going to bring in our Nouveau drops. And I'm hoping my nozzle doesn't fall off because I've just had to replace it. So we're just going to go 1, 2.
Well, I like that colour, the black.
And we're just going to go into.
It's a little bit of glossiness, actually.
It is. Just into there. Just bring in the detail down the arms. And I have to say, that is funky.
Jodie, that's really cool.
I'm liking that. I'm liking it. I'm not lifting it up because of the Nouveau drops. But I have to say, that's a bit of funky.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It must be fascinating if you're crafting at home. Do your kids just watching your mum or your dad or a relative making this, it's fascinating to watch at home as well.
It's really, really nice.
Just so fun to do these things, and that's just so funky. Well, shall I do another weekend?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll be right back then. More demonstrations coming up. If you like to get those dies, it's possible. The dies were made that swirl for the background as part of the Weekday Wonder. It's these ones right here. These are Verso dies. These are Verso Plus, which means they're versatile dies, clearly, but you can layer them on top of each other. And it might be layering up each other twice, you might be using them individually, but either way, they really are versatile. And again, I'm talking about value for money here. You are saving your £12, but really, how many ways can we use them? Well, I'm going to show you some boards, actually, where it illustrates them. So if you were to just cut them out straightforwardly, this is what you can do. So all of the dies, the 10 dies in your Weekday Wonder, this is what you can do at home. This is how you can use them in the most simplest form. So you've got like your little outlay there. Use that as a silhouette if you wanted to, as an aperture. You've got your overlay there. If you want to use them individually, if you want to use that over the top, they work beautifully. And you've got that lovely, they almost look like they're framed around the outside, which is very smart. So there we go. This is another option. This is Jodie's favourite. If you want to use that as a corner, repeat it round, you can make a really lovely good size 8x8 card with this. If you want to join that together, like say if you just want to repeat that the other way, so lift that one up, so to speak. Think wedding, think gazebos for weddings, beautiful outdoors. There we are. And little floral designs there, beautiful. And then finally, no, I say finally, we've got another one actually. You've got those dies, but finally, this is one of my favourites actually. This is the corner die. But how beautiful is that? Think for your scrapbook pages. Think for beautiful flourishes, for corners. If you want to use this one on its own, if you want to use them both together on top of each other or just individually, you can easily do that. But for £19.98 for all of these dies, great value for money. I'm going to try and show you as many cards as I can, actually. Let's have a look what else we've got. So then, I'm going to dig deep. I'm going to dig deep. Sometimes the bits on the bottom do get lost. And then, here we are. Oh, hang on. Here we go. It's worth the wait. Worth the wait. This is, I'll say hello. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? This is from Claire, thanks very much Claire. So there we go, that's really pretty, isn't it? Isn't that smart? So all these are good and just lovely bright bold colours. And sometimes when you've got dies like this, you haven't got to have lots of different medium. You can just set some beautiful card style, pick your colours, think about a composition briefly, and away you go. That is gorgeous. That is absolutely mind-blowing. I love that. Joe, if you got some of these, just if you want to choose some gilding wax as well, I think maybe that's the other thing you might want to add in for the aesthetics of these. But there we go, £39.95, that's a full payment price, or £19.98 today. That's your first flexible payment of £2, interest-free, factory deposit in your packaging. There we go. Any questions, do email us. It's studio@hochanda.com or put the message onto our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. Whilst we've got Jodie live in the studio making these cards, talking to us through this Weekday Wonder, is a good time to get in touch. Well, there we go. Saving £12. We've got more demonstrations, but whilst we get set up, let's see what you could be doing with your fantastic Weekday Wonder. There we are. That is your Weekday Wonder, saving £12 on FlexiBuy also. So then, Jodie, I love that we see really very demonstrations. It's been great fun.
We are. So we're going to do one of our lovely loos, I have to say.
Are we?
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic.
So this is still the Weekday Wonder?
It is. So we have got one of the large dies. We have got the little small one on there as well. And we're just going to run those through. Now we need 2 of each. Okay. So we need 2 of that large one and 2 of that small one. So all the way through. And we're going to take those away. So that's my little diddy one. So let's take him out. Come on, thank you.
Nice.
So that's one. So let's put that die back down, because we're going to cut another one of those out. And then we're going to take this one and look at the detail that we have in this one. It's beautiful. Now I can see, without even going any further, that I want an extra bit of oomph on that side. I can see just there it needs a little bit more, so I'm just going to place that back into my die. I can feel it actually lock in, and I'm going to rotate it round, so I'm now cutting down the length. Okay, you can actually see, from the surface, you can see that it needs that extra little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just going to run that one through. Look, big difference. Oh look, I've got something black in my die. What's that?
Bit of new though.
I don't. Yeah.
What the earth is that? Oh, it's there. It's a bit new.
Well, it's going to add dimension. It's going to add colour. Yeah. It's going to add colour.
Dimension, yes.
Yeah, a bit of colour on there. Yeah. So let's just run that one through.
Can you actually paint onto your dies?
Right. So this is. Yeah. You can, but I wouldn't.
No.
The reason being, the dyes are actually sprayed with release agent. Okay. So if you were to,
you don't want to affect that.
If you were to wash them, I don't know what would happen.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
There's
I don't have any dyes I've ever added water to.
No, no.
So I can't guarantee that. Should you scratch them and take the coating off, will they go rusty? I don't know.
Would they release the paper
I've
as well?
never tried it.
Maybe not then.
Okay, so don't risk it for a biscuit.
Plus, there's so easy to actually add ink and paint to it at this stage anyway. So.
Yeah, so now we have got all the little bits that we need. Okay, so let me just take my craft pick. Actually, you can take the craft pick.
Gladly.
And you can take those bits out of that one. And I shall find another craft pick. No, I won't, because I don't know where the other one's gone.
Right.
I'll use my tweezers.
Yeah, I'll be quick.
And I'll just take out these little bits as well. Okay. And then we are ready to construct. And I have to say...
It's when you're doing jobs like this, you realise just how beautiful these die cuts are.
They are, they're beautiful. They really are. So...
Something for all year round, I'd say. Just a little bit summery here.
Yeah, so what we've got here is a rectangle. Now this rectangle is what we've cut from the English picnic. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring it and we're going to slot this die in. So you can see there that I just want to bring that over there. I have my 3D foam on the back already, and I'm going to bring that one over. I'm going to turn it round the other direction, and we're going to do the same again. So bring the little daisy over there and the daisy at the top over. So that's starting to lock that design in place. Yeah. Okay, so just going to put that to one side a minute, and we'll bring our card blank in. So we're going very cream here. Okay, so this is going to go down first of all. And that's going to sit into there. So you've got that strip of paper exposed down the side. And then this is going to sit within there. Okay. Now this little bit here now, because we still want it to be risen, all I'm going to do is add my adhesive onto my cardstock and bring it over and just stick those little bits down now, because I still want it to be quite free flowing. So that one.
Oh, I see.
Onto that.
It's a good technique to just get the glue in there, actually.
Yeah, and that one into there. Okay, so we've now got that beautiful mount going all the way round. We have a piece of natural lace.
Can I just ask, do you know where the name Nouveau came from?
Nouveau, it was...
Oh, have I opened something up here?
No, it was... So they wanted a word that nobody could change.
Right. Ah, I see.
Yeah, so it's the same as when they were doing the name for the company. They wanted a word that was known in every country. Doesn't matter what country
like
you
tonic
go
is,
to,
yeah.
Tonic is tonic.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, clever.
So they wanted a word that was the same no matter what country.
Yeah.
And you can't change nouveau. There's no other word
Right.
for nouveau because it's a made-up word.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So we've got that panel going across there. This little one here is going to sit in here, and we've rounded the edges. Okay.
Lovely.
And this little die cut is going to sit within those perimeters. So we just add in just a little adhesive on there. So the straight edge is going to go into there. And then this one is going to go in the other side. Just all the way round. So just adding those little bits in there. So that is going to go into there. But look how those colours now are all starting to bring it in to the centre. So let's go and add this onto some 3D foam. So take that off there, and that, and a little bit in the middle because we don't want a floppy middle. And then take the backs off of those. So just take, I think the art of this is to do it slowly so that it doesn't rip. So that then is going to sit in the middle of there. And then that is going to sit into the middle of there. I know it looks a shame that we're covering those beautiful details up, but it's going to be worth it. So that is going to go into there. Now, do you have our large butterfly that we had on the other week? That is a large, stunning butterfly. And that is going to go into the centre. So that's going to go into there. Then we've got a little tassel. And he's going to have a tassely bottom. And then we're going to go big flower on the top. And then a little pink one is just going to come underneath there, bringing the stem just down into the tassel. And then we've got some lovely little white ones that we're just going to decorate different areas of the card. Two down the bottom. Oh, that little pill came off. I don't know where that's gone. But that one into there. But because that pill's disappeared, let's just add one of our own. Come on. Just into there. Nobody will know it's a different pearl. But look how beautiful that is. You know, we've done 3 different style cards. We've done the simple one where we are just matting and layering them together, giving the shadow. We've done multiple concepts with all the different ones on there. And then we did that funky one.
Yeah.
A funky look. 3 completely different style ones. One very collective, one very matte and layerish, and one funky.
It's just quick. We've done all those in less than an hour.
They're beautiful.
It's a lot. They are completely different, aren't
they? Are. All
they really are.
Completely different.
Well, there we are. If you like to be able to do this kind of variation, you're bound to think of your own styles and signatures to twist with these dies. Well, saving £12 here, it's £39.95 if you like to get the weekday wonder. Well, we've got about 6 minutes left on the show. Should we do some recaps some items? Should we do that?
Yeah.
Go on, let's recap some favourites for you during the last part of the show. There we go. We've got these gorgeous floral designs. We've got these beautiful Greek-style dies. Now, in fact, we'll recap these ones for you, actually. Lots of options. If you have got the weekday wonder, if you've got that in your basket, if you want to add anything else, it only increases the total postage of packaging by just £1, so please do remember that. But it's been a great show. We've seen so much variation. If you like to go for this next selection of dies, I wouldn't hang around either, because these are monstrous, as you said.
They're huge.
They are massive.
Whoop, whoop.
They're what?
Whoop,
oh, dear.
Bargain.
They're massive, aren't they?
Yeah, honestly.
Now, should we see how they cut, first of all? Because I love the way you do balls, because it just shows all the options, value for money.
The options are endless. The price point on these is amazing. You've got all your decorative dies in there. Now, your decorative dies stop where our nesting dies originally stopped. So if you have got any of our rectangle nesters, any of our square nestings, they will elongate this collection. So if you wanted a huge set of nesting dies from 1 inch square up to 8 inch square, this is going to allow you to elongate your whole collection.
It is, isn't it? It clearly is. And that's the English picnic room.
It is.
I like that, mate. That's beautiful. We've got little flowers around there. That's sort of hinting towards that. Beautiful. And again, if you just want big, bold frames, that's just ideal. Well, I feel like your box frames, I guess that's quite good. Or if you want to make shadow boxes for
yeah, they're beautiful. And because you've got the base core shapes there, remember, if there's no detail in them, your base core shapes will still cut your felt. They will still cut your cotton with an interface. So you could do all different things with them as well.
Well, there we go. All of these dies. All of them, all 28 of them, delivered to your door, saving £31. So we can have a look at some cards.
Absolutely.
Right?
So you'll know
that's one of my favourites, that one. Yeah.
There's 2 different designs within them. So in the Greek temple, you've got what looks very Greekish.
Yes.
Yeah, but then you've also got some little leaves in that design work as well. And then in the Greek temple, in the picnic, you have got daisies. And then you've also got trellis work in there as well. So 2 different designs in each one. Now, not only do they make beautiful cards, they also work amazing with a weekday wonder. Look how they frame that central design. And depending on what colour you do with them, they look completely different.
Don't they? They are gorgeous, aren't
yeah, they're beautiful. Centre areas for your place things. Maybe it's a birthday card, a baby card. Beautiful.
Well, there we go. If you're a Freedom member, the price is beautiful as well.
It
you know
is.
what, you're saving £35, and what you spend is £35.98 as a Freedom member. If not, still a great deal there, £39.98, and that's 696560. Just quote that, give a call centre ring. It's 01733 602 2000. Now, we've got some other dies down here. We've got the Weekday Wonder, so do pop these into your basket. Shall we have a look at these ones, first of all? These are beautiful. Now, the stock-wise, we're going for... Oh, we'll go for that. Might as well have a quick look at these ones. So there we go. It's these 2 selections there. We've got 2 different options for you. We'll just quickly give the details for this first one. There we go. You can see on the website, hochanda.com, these 2 have been popular. And these are quite delicate colour in terms of their look and style.
They look amazing when you paper pierce them, cut them out, use them as individual flowers, build your bouquets, put them around apertures. They are gorgeous.
Oh, there we are. If you'd like to go for these, you can see the details on our website, hochanda.com. I believe it's £12.99 for these 2. We'll confirm the price for you. There we go. So, yes, £11.98 for those. So there you go. Pop it into your basket. Now, we started at the top of this hour with the Weekday Wonder. This is a brilliant selection of, well, 10 dies in total. This is a lot. Now, this is Verso Plus.
It is, because you get the outside edge and also an inside edge. So one is going to give you a matte and layer, one is going to give you the detail, but yet it cuts it out completely.
Well, there we go. And this is what you can be doing. Nearly half of the stock has gone for this. Wow. It's only Monday. We launched this morning.
We did, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock this morning. It's supposed to last until 11 o'clock, until 11 o'clock at night on Thursday. So I don't think it's going to last that long. So there we go. If you'd like to get yours, do get us whilst you can. But I think regardless of style, Judy, there's bound to be something in here for many different crafty signatures.
You are. You're going to twist these into whatever design you want. What is your design? Is it collective? Is it vintage? Is it modern? Contemporary? They're going to work in every single genre.
Well, they are. Do you know what? Speaking of which, how different are those? And your demonstrations just show we've got something so completely different, something really elegant, something really funky. Well, again, regardless of your style, you're bound to have fun with these. And again, when you're at this price, it's a great opportunity just to try them. Well, you're saving £12 there, £39.95. If that's within your budget, fantastic. If not, it's a bit of a stretch. It's on FlexBuy for you, so it's £19.98. You pay once today, add your postage and your packaging. 169110. Now, when you're back, Jodie, do we know?
I am back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
So we've got lots more demonstrations then.
have plenty of coffee first.
Plenty of coffee. Oh, so you're bright and early. Early bird catches the worm, as they say.
Absolutely.
Julie, thanks very much. Lovely
pleasure.
demonstration. This really was. Thanks for your company. That's it from me till tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow. There we go, we've got the Tonatex Foils One Day Special. It's a One Day Special launch right here at Hochanda in about 3 minutes' time. Join Dave Bradford for that. We've got cross-stitch designs by Thea Hoovner. We've got lots more options at your home of crafts, hobbies and arts.
Hi, my name's Leona. I've been into crafting for many years now. As a little girl I'd craft for mum and dad, but then obviously it stuck with me that much that it became my career. I think for me crafting's so fun because there's always something new to learn, there's always something new to play with, and it's such a rewarding hobby as well. That's why I absolutely love it and recommend it to so many people. I'm really thrilled to be part of the Hochanda family. Really excited about seeing how it's grown, seeing how it's developed so far, and all the brand new things that I know we've got coming up. I'm really passionate about getting back into demonstrating on TV as well, and actually sharing techniques with you, products with you that I personally love. I hope you can tune into my shows here live at Hochanda.
This beautiful collection of A6 rubber stamps from Crafter's Companion will let you create a magical fairy world. Designed by Donna Radcliffe, you will be able to create some stunning projects. These silhouette fairies are complemented by flowers, toadstools, sentiments and much, much more. Join us for the UK TV launch this Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda, and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
Here at Hochanda.
Good evening, welcome to Hochanda and welcome to a brand new one-day special. Wow. Is all I can say. Wow. We are foiling. The lovely Michelle is with us and we are bringing you Tonatex as a one-day special. It's been nearly a year since we had Tonatex as a one-day special. It's a very popular brand here. You can foil, you can glitter, and you can save yourself over £50 by going for the one-day special right now. If you want to get it early because it's already proving very, very popular. 312044. Look, adding glitter onto where you've put the adhesive, you can foil without the need of any expensive machines. You don't need a machine. All you need is what we have in front of us. Michelle, come on in, join me. Good to see you. You're all right.
Good to be back, yes.
Looking very sparkly as ever. Fab. This is your one-day special. Now, what Michelle has done for today and for you is she's giving it to you with special packaging as well that doesn't normally come with it. It's normally an extra to buy it. So if you are gifting this to put it under the tree, it looks absolutely beautiful. You've got 84 sheets of foil, all different colours.
Amazing offer.
Yeah.
It's tons and tons. It's normally 16 sheets. If you go on the website, same pack, more expensive, 16 sheets. 9
pots of glitter. You get black cardstock as well. You get the all-important foiling pen. That's included as well. The rub and foil pen is included, which is very special with the stand, which we'll go into more detail why that's special soon. All for just $29.96. Also, you've got a promo code in there as well, so that you can download the DVD for lots of great ideas via the Tonatex website. Let me show you what it comes and how it comes. This is it. All of these pots of glitter, gorgeous quality. There's the pen, the rubber and foil pen. There you've got your black cardstock as well, a pad of that included too, with the voucher and the downloadable code. And then, wait until you see this, we've got literally board after board after board of foil. 84
sheets. It's a fantastic offer. It's amazing, amazing value. It goes such a long way. In fact, there's extras which aren't even on the board. I know there's like extra packs of the favourite colours in there. So there isn't the board which has got those on. There's 12 sheets of those. There's just loads of beautiful colours, and it goes such a long way.
And all you do is you write with the pen, and you can adjust the flow of the adhesive that comes out of it, so you can write thickly, you can write thinly, you can personalise not just cardstock and paper, which of course is probably the first thing you're thinking about, but think about how else you can use this. You can write on all sorts of surfaces.
Anything. We're going to show how to do it onto glass, we can do it onto wood. It's absolutely amazing, and it's for all ages. Everything's been tested. We say age 6+. As soon as a child can write, they can use this. It's that easy to do.
And it's a real family pastime and a real family, hobby that everyone can enjoy. $29.96 today is your one-day special price. If you were to buy all the components that are in this separately, they will come to £80.96.
Wow.
There's 84 foils in there. There's 9 pots of glitter. There is your rub and foil pen. You've also got the downloadable DVD. That's normally £18. That's included the code for that, so you can watch it on your PC or on your tablet or your smartphone. And 84 foils in there, so you can be foiling whatever you want to do. Make it a family event.
You can actually burn a copy of the DVD.
Okay.
Yes,
From
and you
your
can put it
website.
in a box. You've got the artwork for it. So
okay.
if you want to, because it's printed with the $17.99 price on the insert for it. So it's all in there.
And also what Michelle's doing is you'll find that the packaging that we've put this in comes separate. So it comes in a box for shipping, and then you can take this out and actually construct this and put all the bits and pieces from Tonatex in there. It just looks incredibly impressive and very professional. And yeah, it's a great value.
It's a fabulous kit, and one of the reasons we've done this is when you've got the products flat, they go through the letterbox, so you don't have to wait in for the postman when it comes. And it takes literally 15 seconds to pop up. I'll show you very quickly how to do it. You literally just press it open like so. It's pre-creased. You just literally fold it. And we've got a video on our website as well showing you how to do it.
There it is. Pop the products inside.
Pop the products inside. Do this exactly the same with the lid.
I'd wrap that up like a cracker if it were me.
Yes, that's a really good idea, isn't
big
it?
cracker underneath the tray.
But that's it. And if you're buying it for yourself, keep it for something else. You can use it because this is really expensive packaging.
Guaranteed pre-Christmas delivery. If you order it now, it'll be on its way, shipped on Wednesday at the latest, so it'll be with you very, very quickly. Let's have a little look at some of the things that we've done with the foil and also the glitter. It's foiling in glitter.
Yes, well, we've got lots of fabulous cards here. That's onto glass.
Personalised glass.
Well, this is all ready for the Christmas table.
Yeah.
This is all ready. So if you're buying for yourself, this is really lovely to do. You can see I'm going to show how to do it.
And if you have parties, how brilliant, because if you put your glass down, you know which is which, whose is whose. You're going to pick up someone's.
We've all done that, run out of glasses halfway through the evening because everyone's got mixed up. You can put messages on there. I'm going to show you afterwards how to do that, because these bottles, you can buy them now very cheaply. They're cut at the bottom, so you just literally print onto paper, trace over it. In fact, can you see here, there's another one. Again, you can get these frames very cheap, and I've written onto glass. Can you see? And I've actually filled it up.
So it's basically the glue
glitter.
that's from the pen, the adhesive that's in the pen.
Yes.
We'll show you how to use it in just a second, but you write with it or draw with it or whatever you want to do, let it dry slightly, and then you basically, when it goes clear, put the foil over the top. And you can also use it in the same way with glitter too, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to show how to do it. You saw at the beginning how I just peeled it off. Look here how I've done the gift packs here. So it's perfect for personalising all your presents.
Now look at some of these cards as well. These could be gift tags that you actually want to personalise with glitter and foil, or one or the other, or both. We've got foiled with love, and then we've got glittered. That peacock feather is gorgeous. Oh, up the wrong way. There we go, look. So foiled that name for a placemat or for a place name on a table or something like that. There we are, look.
And you can actually just download these patterns from our website. You just print it.
So you can trace them?
You can just trace over it. All of them, you'll see how I cheat at everything. I can't draw freehand. Everybody thinks I'm marvellous at it. I've literally just traced over the designs. They're not stamps or anything. It's literally, I've just printed straight onto black card, trim them up afterwards.
£29.96, remember. £51 is your saving. Let's show you some things that have been actually foiled using the tone of text method. Then we'll crack on with some live demonstrations. Take a little look. Brilliant, aren't they? Add a bit of glitter, a bit of sparkle, a bit of foiling into your Christmas this year. Remember, if you go for it right now at the one-day special, you're going to get it at a special price, saving over £50. Details on the screen for it coming up in a second. £51 is your saving, but what about the pack of 10 pence? Now, every time that Michelle is here, you, with the kit, get 1 pen, but 1 pen's never enough because obviously pens do eventually run out. And of course, if you love the idea of using your foiling with the pens and other members of the family want to take part and use them as well, a pack of 10, this is amazing value, £19.99, so basically £2 per pen.
It's less than the wholesale price. It's an amazing, amazing offer. And if you're working as a group, let's say you're buying this as a kit for your granddaughter and you're going to be doing it together, you need extra pens. I mean, the foil goes a really long way, which we're going to see. All of the pens are printed with a 2-year guarantee on them. Even if you leave the lid off, we guarantee they work. You know, when I was setting up the show beforehand, the pens have been in the car and it's like really freezing cold and they didn't work straight away. But they've got a pump inside and you just activate them, and I'm going to show you how to do it, so well, don't worry.
If you want to stock up on those, get in early doors, because these are not probably going to last the whole day today and tomorrow.
They always do go quickly. And if you haven't made your Christmas cards yet, someone here.
Haven't you yet?
No.
Wow.
I'm doing all the samples. When I make these nice ones, I think, oh, I'll put that in the sample pack. I'm not posting that one. I want to keep that one. But here's an example. These are like from one of the well-known charities. And this way you're like supporting your charities, but you're adding to it with the pen. So where I've written Annalie, where I've written Merry Christmas, is all done with a pen, and this is basically from the charity, but I've just made it look much better.
And you can personalise. I mean, what about having a foiled signature or foiled messages inside the card as well? Wherever you can use the pen, and it's not just on paper and card surfaces, it's really any hard surface, isn't it?
Absolutely, and there's a sample over there onto wood. We saw the glass, basically any hard surface, and then later on we're going to show how to do it onto fabric. There's another kit which has got the fabric.
Yeah, the kit for fabric is in the show. It's on the website if you want to have a little look at it. We'll get to it a bit later.
Yes. OK, so this is our Write and Rub foiling pen. It comes with this stand, OK? I'll show you in a moment how to activate it, but my pen's working. So, can you see here, I'm making gift tags for the family.
OK.
And I've printed black on black, and I'm just going to trace with the pen.
Oh, so that's actually printing from
because
your
I can't get... Well, you know, when you write freehand, it's not always easy, the spacing.
Right.
But once you've printed it out, and if you're not steady and you haven't got a steady hand, you don't see the print underneath. It just doesn't matter. Here.
Now, do bear in mind you are getting some black cardstock in the one-day special as well to get you started. If you're thinking, oh, I haven't got any black card, don't worry. You get a pad of that in there as well.
And if you can't print onto it, I'm going to show you a technique where you don't need to worry if you haven't got a printer and you want it straight. Or you've got things like gift bags that you can't put them through the printer.
Now, it's really easy to see where you've gone because it goes on blue. But when it starts to dry, it goes then totally clear,
It goes transparent. Now, you might get into the good habits. Here, the pen goes straight into the stand. Don't lie the pen down as you use it, because that's when it becomes uneven, and it takes longer to dry. So always use the stand that comes with the pen, and I'll show you if you're buying extra pens. Let's say you take that pack of 10 pens that you're buying as well. I'll show you how to make the stands for everybody else. You don't need to be buying lots of kits. So you can literally see that drying. What it is that's inside the Write and Rub foiling pen, it's what they use when they manufacture post-it notes. So when it's dry...
So it's a tacky adhesive.
Yeah, but it's not a strong adhesive, that's right. It's literally, it's just got a little bit of tack to it. It's not a strong adhesive. So don't actually go and mix it up with your glue pens, because you can stick things on with this, and then if you put it in the envelope, let's say you put some Diamantes or something, they'd come off in the envelope. So stick to using it for this.
But there's enough sticky, obviously, for the foil to stick to where the glue, where the pen's been.
In fact, before I put this on, I want to just show you something very quickly about the foil. The way it's manufactured, it's a clear film and it's metallic powder that's sprayed onto the back. You can literally scratch it off the back like so. So that's why when we do it, we always do it colour side up, rub with our finger like so, and then when we peel it back, can you see that sticks to it?
Oh,
it's
wow.
That
and you've not had to
easy.
spend £100 on a foiling machine, or you've not had to plug anything in?
No, it's that easy to do.
We are busy for the one-day special, but very busy as well for the pack of 10 pens, remember. If you've tried them before and you've thought to yourself, I love these, I want to stock up and get a few more. Maybe you've got a group of people that you like to craft with. Everyone can be having a go. £19.99, they're on the bottom of the screen, 846019. Look! Approaching 20% of those pens already gone. No way. In how many minutes? 12.
I think a lot of people have tried this before and they know how good they are. Just to give you an idea how far a pen goes, because people are always asking me this, and when I'm like at exhibitions, I'm always doing that like we've got here, and I get about 60 of these with one pen.
60 of those?
Yes. I wouldn't get 60, let's say, you know, like those peacock feather designs. But when you're just doing writing, it does go a long way. So that's the basics. Now, let me show you. Here we go. So, for example, we've got a gift bag here. I've done half of it to show you. So, obviously, we can't put this through the printer. All I've done is I have printed it just onto copy paper.
Right, yeah.
I've laid that on top. You can probably see I've just traced it with a biro so that that's made an imprint underneath. You can literally feel it. And not only that, if you've got children and you're teaching them to write, you can actually feel it as you're doing it, and you can get really good writing.
Actually, a really clever way of getting kids to write and giving them spelling lessons without them realising they're learning, because they're playing with foil and glitter.
When my daughter was little, and my daughter's got special needs and she was a slow learner, so I had to work harder at teaching her, and I used to do all these flashcards. In fact, I've probably got some samples which I'll find afterwards, but I'd literally take a picture of a cat, I'd write cat, I'd put the foil on. She wouldn't see that part. She just did the rubbing, peeling it off, seeing the picture. There's so many ways you can do this. We've been selling this to a very well-known department store for children, and it has been loved by the generations, literally.
Now, what you wrote a few minutes ago is actually dried now, so it's just there, isn't it, Annalie and Michelle? So look, it's gone from blue to being completely transparent. That means now it's ready to be foiled.
Well, actually, I'm going to show you. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Can you see the A?
Yeah.
It's still slightly blue. Okay. And you see the bottom of the M. And so I'm actually going to wait another minute.
Another minute or so. Okay.
Because if you're impatient and you do it when it's not 100% dry, you're going to mess that part up. So it's better to wait. And also, what's interesting to know, like in the old days when I did this, you could watch it dry. Why? Because there were very hot lights overhead. But the new studio lights, they're not hot. This is actually... you know, this is room temperature. This is not a hot studio.
We're not baking like we used to.
No, that's right. Previously, you felt you were like on holiday. Exactly. It's nice though. It's not like outside with all that snow. It's
and remember, this pen
Hochanda.
Works not only with the foiling, but it also works with the glitters as well. More demonstrations on that to come fairly soon.
I tell you what we'll do. Let's do that.
Let's do it now,
that's dry. The Annalie is dry. Michelle's nearly dry. So literally, our glitters, they're really, really powdery. And you don't pour them on top. In fact, you'll love this, you know, if you're buying for children, because kids get it everywhere, glitter. So you've got to teach them the right way. It comes with instructions. There's videos showing how to do it, but just literally take your finger, middle finger, and just take a little bit and just rub it on, like so. Can you see? And it just literally sticks. It's like dust sticking to the clothes cleaner. The glitters are very, very powdery. And what I love doing is blending the colours. So when you take the next colour, you overlap it and you drag it across, and then you can see. Can you see how all of the glitters, all of the colours, melt in together? Yeah, they're fabulous. We love them. So when I take the next colour on top of the first one, drag it across. It's a bit like when you do eyeshadow, when you're sort of blending all your colours together. I'm doing all the colours here that little girls love, the pinks and the purples. Can you see?
Oh, wow.
And when it's done, you just run your hands over it. Can you see how lovely that is?
If I just hold that to the camera, just look how gorgeous that is. Mixing those colours couldn't be easy. You just basically dip your finger in the pot. So get...
And also, I don't know whether the camera can actually close up on the desk to see how little glitter is on the table. There's literally hardly anything that's left. You just run your hands over it. It'll stick to your skin. There's literally, I've hardly used any glitter. These glitters go such a long way. For years, people I meet at exhibitions say, you know, I bought those glitters 10 years ago. I've still got them.
Well, most nights I go home covered in glitter, because that's the nature of the job here. But probably tonight I'm not, because there's very, very little mess at all. So we've got the foiling on the top, we've got the glitter up there, and now Michelle is dry. Should we do a bit of foiling on that?
Yeah, let's go
Can I do it to show anyone can do it?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. There you go.
OK.
All you've got to remember is colour side up. Anybody can do this.
And you get 84 sheets of the foil, and virtually every colour imaginable and every effect you could possibly wish for. So this is the one that, remember...
You rub hard, you don't need to worry. Just rub
hang
all
on,
the way
I'm just doing the wrong one, aren't I?
Yeah. Oh, right,
yeah, I am.
Yep.
I want to put it over the top. It helps to put it on the right one day. It's been a long day.
You can feel it. You can actually feel it, because it's got like a raised effect.
So you don't need to use a tool or anything like that?
No, just your fingers. That's it. There's no tools for this. You don't need it. It's just your fingers.
Hey, look.
Look.
Look at that.
Those are my colours, you see. You chose the right colours there.
Now, already, Michelle, 10% of the one-day special has gone in 15 minutes.
And we got 5 airings.
And we've got 5 airings. There's 2 shows tonight. What are we going to be left with when we actually kind of do our last live show for tonight at 8 o'clock? This is what you're getting. Amazing value for money. Back with Michelle in a second. You've got 9 colours of glitter. You've got 84 sheets of foil. You've got your rub and foil pen as well included, with the stand to put it in to make it last longer, to make it go that much further. You've got black cardstock and also the code that allows you to download and view the DVD. There's actually in 3 parts, different techniques how you can use toner text. You could be making fantastic items just like these. Now, the one-day special, let me show you. This is how it's going to arrive. Well, actually, that's not strictly true. You're going to get all the contents of this packet, but this will be flat-packed, because what Michelle wanted to happen, bearing in mind it's the busiest time of the year for being out and about socialising and shopping and all of that, she wanted to be able to put this through most people's letterboxes. So that's what it will come in, something that will go through a letterbox. You don't have to stay in to receive it. But then, when you actually open up the packet, this will be inside it, so you can then transfer all of your goodies into this fantastic toner text box, and it can then get wrapped up to go under the tree if it is a gift for someone, because you're giving the gift of foiling, you're giving the gift of glittering, £80 worth plus of goodies for £29.96. Your whopping saving on this is £51 off. 84 sheets of foil. You've got, of course, your rub and foil pen. You've got 9 stacks of different glitters. We showed you how to use those a second ago. Downloadable DVD and also black cardstock in there as well. A huge offer. Now, let me just show you the boards. on the board, Michelle's displayed it for us. There's the stand that you put your pen in when you're not using it, so it's always ready to go. It's ready for action. There's your black cardstock. There also is the downloadable voucher for the DVD. There's your 9 pots of glitter filled to the brim, full instructions, and then all of these sheets, there's so many, all of these sheets of foil, that's not enough. There's 84 sheets of foil in all these different colours. You've got that rainbow effect, you've got holographic, you've got the aqua blue, you've got the holographic gold. Oh my word, every colour you could ever possibly wish for. There's the rainbow colour down the bottom there as well. Lots of the aqua blues, because that's the firm favourite. So 84 sheets for just £29.96. Now, you'll see the foils on the website. You know, you'll pay quite a bit of money for those individually on their own, but today, normally from Michelle's website, you get 16 sheets to get you started. Today, you're getting 84. 84 sheets of foil and the pen and the glitters and full instructions and black cardstock, all for just under £30. 312044, your item number. And when you look around here at some of the things that we've got to show you, we've got a fabric kit coming up a bit later on. But look at this boot, the way this has been decorated with the glitters just here. Personalising glasses, personalising glass bottles, for example. It could be jars that you want to make into little gifts. It could be MDF plaques that you want to paint with paint and then foil. That's all been foiled on there brilliantly and written with the pen that comes in the bundle today for under £30. So there's just so many surfaces you can use these pens on, Michelle, aren't there?
And what you can't use the pens on, you use the fabric version. That's the only thing they don't work on is fabric. And I've got a few here. I'm going to show you how to do it with rubber stamps as well. So these are the ones in a moment that we're going to show, which we've used rubber stamps with.
And have a little look at this. This is part of personalisation that you've got there, so you can write people's names on them or whatever you want to do. If you're using your glitters, there we've got the most elaborate peacock's feather. So, again, these images are actually downloadable and printable from the Tonatex website, and full information on that is in your packaging, of course. It could be place names on tables. How about that?
It's just nice, you know, when you give cards, birthday cards, and you've got somebody's name on, they love it, kids love it. And, you know, for children, when they're going all the time to birthday parties, it's just so nice that they can give them with the names on. And also, you know, just drawing freehand with the pen, the foils are... It's so impressive, so beautiful. £80.96 usual price, but today our one-day special price is less than £30. Nearly 20% of the entire day stock has gone. We're 22 minutes into the hour. You're loving it. There it is. That's what you're getting when it's all broken down. That's how it will arrive, and then the packaging will be flat, so you can put all those goodies in there. Listen, it's the time of year. We really thought this through. I hate it waiting in for parcels and them discovering, you know, the second you're out, they deliver, you've got to queue up. This, you just pop it up afterwards. Also, you can do things like, I'm going to show you how to do with rubber stamps, recycling your Christmas paper. So if you're like me and you like keeping nice paper, you can reuse this. I've used it for doing characters and things on here. This is another nice one. I had some kids do these ones. They're so sweet. They're
and it's
really
just
lovely.
So simple and so cost-effective and so much fun. I mean, everyone loves sparkle. Everyone loves, especially at Christmas time, everyone likes glitter. Everybody loves foiling. So this is the system that allows you to do it very, very quickly and easily. And don't forget, the secret to success is this. This is key to getting the most out of your foils. And bearing in mind, you're going to get 84 sheets of foil. That's an awful lot of foiling. We've got here 10 of our Write and Rub foiling pens.
I'd say that's the right amount to balance the kit out.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd say, because you've got enough foil in there for at least 10 pens. At least 10 pens.
And that works out to £2 a pen. Now, we do, I know, a pack of 4 for £9.99? Yeah. So you're getting 10 for £19.99. It works out to be the most cost-effective way of getting them. You'll get one in your one-day special, but maybe take Michelle's advice and go for the extra set of 10. You won't regret it.
I want to tell you something else. Don't worry that you're thinking, listen, I'm only going to do a couple of gift tags. even if you just do 6 gift tags, leave it in a drawer with the lid off, don't pick it up till next year or 2 years, we guarantee they'll still work. There's the pump inside, and I'm going to show you, before I go on to the next stage, how to do this. You know, when I write with a pen, I'm always getting really nice handwriting, you can see, okay? And this is what I call the perfect flow.
It flows really well, doesn't it?
Yeah. I can make it thicker, and watch how we do this. To make it thicker, I just take the lid on and off. Now, every time I do this, it activates the pump. And this is something, when you take the pen out of the box for the first time, you need to do this. You need to activate it. So every time I do this, it gets thicker. Now, it's going to take a little bit longer to dry. When it's thicker, you put it straight back in the stand. Now, don't make it too thick, because it will take longer to dry. Because, you know, when you give kids felt pens, you're always saying, put the lid on, put the lid on. With this pen, it's the opposite. Don't worry about leaving the lid off, but just get into the habit of putting it into the stand, because that's going to take longer to dry than the ones which I call the perfect flow. Now, if we want to get back to that, or if we want to write onto glass, watch how we do this, because this is really important. This is something people never read on the instructions. So I'm like stressing this, because I know, listen, we brought this pen out in 2000, and so I know everything about this pen. And so if you just turn it upside down like so, in fact, let me just grab a tissue before I do this, okay? Just take the other side of the lid, press it, and can you see little bubbles come out? Like so. So we're just going to wipe it now. Now it's going to be really thin. It's going to be a little bit too thin. So when I write with that, can you see how it works? Let's just clean that. Can you see that's very thin? That's going to dry in seconds. But it's not going to give you the embossed look. It's a bit flat, you know. It will look, you know, nothing special. So to get it back to how I've been demonstrating, just do this again. I normally do this twice. Once, twice. You get used to sort of hearing this.
It's great that you're in total control of how thick or thin it is.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay, can you see the drying time? The one where my pen is what I call the perfect flow, is like that. And I actually like it finer when I'm doing glass.
Could you, if you wanted to, could you actually kind of colour in a section like on a butterfly's wing? If you wanted to do a large surface area of foiling,
absolutely,
you could do that.
What I've done here, I've actually got my little butterfly stamp, okay? And you can just stamp with it. In fact, I've done a couple of prints here. You can see where I've stamped. You can see black on black anyway. You could colour the whole lot in, which I've done on here, and I'm going to show you in a moment. I've just filled it all in.
Right, so it doesn't just do fine lines, you can use the pen to colour in a big area.
Exactly, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you what to do with all the leftovers, because when you're using the foil, don't throw it away, okay? Can you see here how I can't remember what I did with that design, but, you know, I'm a crafter, we don't throw things away, but you just get really good designs.
So it's kind of a mottled effect, but there's still foil on that carrier sheet.
Exactly. Can you see? So when I peel it back...
Oh, wow, look!
Can you see? But that's still sticky.
Yeah.
Okay?
So there's still a bit of adhesive still there.
We're going to take... Look, see where we wrote Michelle there? So we're going to take that, we're going to put that on top. So can you see? And you can deliberately, if you want to, create negatives. Now,
I love it.
Look,
there's no waste anymore.
No, and then we're just going to take a solid piece on top. We don't... let's just take that purple.
A quarter of the day stock of the one-day special has gone in less than half an hour. We are so busy for this. Remember, Michelle brings us a one-day special only once a blue moon, once a year. So if you are a fan of Tone and Text or you love the idea of foiling without the need for a machine, now's the time to get on the phone and order this.
Can you see how easy that is?
Yeah.
Look, can you see those effects? And they just look fabulous, and they're different every time. And you'll see on the DVD there's some fantastic techniques for recycling. In fact, I was noshing on my way up some Satsumas, and I thought, you know, I'm going to bring the bag in, it's still in the car. Sometimes what I do is I deliberately will do it for tomorrow's show, where you just put a piece of net on top of your design, press the foil through it, peel it off, then you've kind of got that
So the mesh is like a stencil?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you put the second colour of foil on top. It looks fantastic. And if you sort of tug it a little bit, you can make it look like snake skin.
Right.
It looks fantastic. So
think about having foiled, personalised tags on those presents that you've yet to wrap that are going to go under the tree maybe a couple of days before Christmas.
Actually, I've just done one here.
How cool will they be?
Okay, here we go. So, and what I actually like doing is around the edge.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done this tag. That's my cousin Adam, who's invited us.
Did you use the pen to do the dots?
Yeah, let's take... Hang on, I've got some more here. I'll show you. So
that's impressive because it flows so well. You wouldn't normally expect with a pen to get a very good dot.
Watch this. It's a really nice way to... Oops, let's just wipe the nib. To do borders.
Wow,
can you see?
Yeah.
Like so. They're not perfect, but they look good when it's done, you can see. Yeah, this is really...
The flow is so impressive.
You get nice... They're beads. Because it's raised, that's what's so fantastic. It's not flat.
Because when you actually put the foil on, when it goes transparent, you can feel...
It's like it's been embossed.
Yeah, yeah. You can feel it underneath your fingers.
It's lovely. Do you know, when I brought this pen out, we had lots of special needs groups, like people who are visually sighted using it because it's raised and because it's shiny, the finish on it. So people who've got partial sight, they love this. It's a really... great to do writing, they can see it.
We said earlier on, it's also a great way of getting people to help their kids to write, to improve maybe handwriting, because in this day and age, in this technical day and age, we're all about texting. I've noticed my handwriting's deteriorating because I write very little nowadays, but if you've got a system like this, you'll want to write more.
Well, you've got to teach the kids to as well. We've sold to lots of, not physiotherapy, for fine motor skills, I can't remember, occupational therapy, where they use it for developing your hand skills, fine motor skills. Hang on, I just want to move that. So that's dry there.
We'll let that dry. Now, Adam's tag, is there one with Dave on it?
Not yet, there will be.
Just one. Happy Christmas.
Let's put in here, there's the marble. Actually, that's a lovely colour, this one. It's like an oil on water. I get all the leftover bits from the factory here. We make all of this in the UK.
Do you?
Yeah, it's not from China or anything.
Okay.
We make it here. Yeah.
And remember, in the kit today, 84 sheets of foil. That's an awful lot of foil. That's going to go such a long way. Look at that.
Can you see? Yeah.
And does it have to be used when it goes transparent? Have you got a certain amount of time before you can't use it?
No, not at all. It stays permanently sticky until it's covered. In fact, when I show you some other things, what I do is, like, I was travelling, I was doing these samples at home, and let me just grab that bottle here.
That is so cool, isn't it? So think of it like adhesive on a Post-it note that always stays kind of tacky but not too sticky. That's the sort of effect that this pen will give you. So it's a very special
lovely,
pen.
Isn't it?
It is lovely,
great.
yeah. Very accurate as well.
I'm always impressed. I've been doing this so long that every time I peel it back, it's like, oh, wow, that does look good. Let me show you. I did this bottle yesterday, and to bring it down so that I could show you. This is just a cut-up plastic bags, so that keeps it dust-free.
Oh, I see.
Can
Otherwise,
you see?
yeah.
So, for example, if you're running a group, you know, we get lots of people who run brownies and things, and...
So you could pre-do quite a few of them, but cover them with
exactly.
plastic.
Can you see? I'm always careful with glass, because glass, obviously, it's not... you can get it off if you really want to. It's not dishwasher proof. So I'm always peeling it back very slowly to make sure that it's all sticking there. Can you see? Now, this is a great idea for weddings. So what I've done here, again, these... they come off the bottom of there. So I've
They're very fashionable at the moment, aren't
they? They're very inexpensive, and I've just printed onto paper. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to take some of the foil.
So you're going to use that as like a stencil to trace around,
I've traced over it.
Oh, you've done it already?
Yeah,
right.
that's why I was peeling the plastic back. So this is a fantastic idea. Let's say you're getting married in the spring and you need nice table decorations. You can do this. You know, a lot of people, when they're getting married, they get their girlfriends together for evenings to make all of the decorations. Can you see here how...
Oh, wow, look. How brilliant is that? Can I lift that up?
Yeah, of course. I haven't finished it all off. So you can feel that some of it there is still sticky. And obviously, afterward, it slipped down a little bit from when I wrote it. But I'm going to actually take the paper out.
If you haven't got the best handwriting in the world, that's a really good idea. To print something off on the PC, pop it in there and then follow the line.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are nice, they've got little lights in them. But I can literally just go over this part here. It's just so nice for parties, you know, Christmas parties. If it's like a company Christmas party, it'd look really nice if you put your logos on there. It's just so easy to do.
Ours is coming up Wednesday.
So you know you're going to be very busy now. Look how fabulous that is.
That's really impressive. So it's going to go onto glass, it's going to go onto plastic, it's going to go onto cardstock, obviously, as well. Any hard surface, basically, where you can write on, whether it's a bag that you want to personalise or whatever you want to do with it. Remember, you get the key thing is you get the pen. One pen in the one-day special, 84 sheets of foil, 9 pots of amazing fine glitter, very refined glitter, black cardstock, a downloadable DVD. It's not a physical DVD, but basically you download and watch it from Tonatex's website. You have the code to access that. You can if you want to, burn it if you want to.
You can make a copy.
But you then get that fantastic cushion packaging in there, which you can put your products into. It will come through the post through your letterbox, so you don't have to stay in to wait for it. $29.96 is the one-day special price, and look at what you could be making. Yeah, it is all about foiling and glittering. It is Tonatex with Michelle. This is the one-day special that maybe you've been waiting for, because they don't come along that often from Tonatex. We have certain days where we have certain offers on, but a one-day special is pretty special. 84 sheets of foil and the pen, remember, that's the key thing. Everyone loves those pens, but of course pens have a habit of running out. They last a long time, but they will run out, so that's why the pack of 10 is going very, very well. Now, as I mentioned before, what you will get is basically the packet will go through your letterbox, unless you've got a very, very thin letterbox. It doesn't come like this. It comes flat packed. This packaging comes flat packed so that you can basically take it out of the envelope that it arrives in and put it in this and then wrap it up, so it looks very, very attractive when it's gifted, or when you actually give it to someone, maybe to personalise wine glasses and cards on the run-up to Christmas, the festive season. We will get this to your door very quickly. Michelle's team are ready to dispatch straight away. You'll get this in a matter of days. Guaranteed pre-Christmas delivery. You've got 84 sheets of foil. I'll show you the boards in a second with all the foils. They're rolled up there. You've got the pen. You've got 9 of the containers that stack together full of those different colours of glitter. Black cardstock in there as well. It's just a brilliant bundle, and of course you can watch that downloadable footage on the DVD. 3 different categories, 3 different ways of using the Tonatex products. And just to give you an idea again, out of the box, what you've got, there's your black card, there's the downloadable DVD code, you've got your pen, that's the pen stand, which keeps it primed ready for action, 9 pots of the glitter, instructions, and then the exciting bit, because you get 84 sheets of foil. Wow, lots of the turquoise blue, because everybody raved about that last time Michelle brought it to us. You've got what looks like oil on water, which is always a popular one. The rainbow in there, holographic silver and gold, lots of those. Plain silver and gold too. 84 sheets of total luxury. And a third of our entire one-day special stock has gone in 38 minutes. This is not going to be around all day by the looks of it. 312044 if you would like your one-day special. Order it now while we've still got the stock, and your saving is immense. Your saving is £51 off. Now, if you want to also get another great deal on the pens, they are flying as well. Details of these, there are 10 pens for £19.99, so basically £2 per pen. 846019, that just kind of really stocks up what you're investing in the one-day special. And Michelle was saying that she thinks the quantity of the pens really is a good comparison to go with the amount of foil that you've got in the one-day special. So lots of you could be foiling all at the same time using these. £19.99. 846019. 30% of the available stock of those has now gone as well. Lots of you wanted to stock up on those. Now, we did mention that we have a fabric kit in the show. Now, here it is. Now, for the first few of you to get through, we're giving you, or Michelle is, a bonus headband. That's included with this. You can decorate, of course, with your foil, and you can also decorate with your glitter. But this is containing not a pen, but this time fabric glue. So if you want to do what we can see behind us here, we've got wonderful jeans, you've got fantastic wrap-over shawls, you've got boots over there as well. All of this can be achieved because you've got the fabric glue in this one, okay? And it's a really clever design to the actual dispenser because it's a pump action, so it comes out very easily and very precisely and very accurately. So this is for specifically for fabrics. If you want to glitter your t-shirts and foil your t-shirts, you want to put someone's name on something, you can do that very easily. Or again, if you want to print off and download some of the images from Tonatex's website and trace them onto fabric, like we've done with the fantastic peacock feathers on the denim you can see behind. That's amazing. That really is quite phenomenal. That is achievable because you can actually get the copy of that image from Tonatex's website. And just going up to the shawl, look at that. That's all foiled and glittered. It's a combination of the two of the things. £27.97 is the price for this. It's like another one-day special. 014735 is your item number if you would like it. That's if you specifically want foiling and glittering for your clothes. Now, if you want the fabric glue, if that's what you've run out of, but you've still got plenty of foil, this foil, by the way, is the same as the foil that's in the one-day special as well. There's no difference in the foil. It's the glue that's the most important thing here. £13.99 if you want the pack of 2. They're proving very popular. You found them on the website. 200 mils, and that's £13.99. And we'll show you how to use it.
I will do. And what's interesting is this adhesive is made from the same material that's in the pen. It's thickened up. Again, we make it just outside London, and it dries sticky. It's not like a normal fabric glue. It's actually called pressure-sensitive fabric glue because it needs the pressure afterwards to apply the foil to it. But there's loads and loads to show. You know, we're doing 5 different programs. So I would say buy it now, record all the programs, because you're going to see lots of different techniques. There's so much, and that's why the DVD is great, because it's like a week of filming edited into 2 hours.
Set your recorder, because Michelle's on tonight at 8 o'clock with me, tomorrow at 9 a.m, 1 and also 5. So lots of shows to look forward to.
And I kind of evolve as I'm going. I'm suddenly thinking, oh, we must show this, we must show this. So this is actually what I'm wearing tomorrow. So it's nearly finished.
So this is a bit of glitter and foiling,
yes. The middle bits aren't quite done. You can see what I'm wearing. This is a year old. This has had lots of washes. You need
Still looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, you need to be careful with the washing, especially with the glitter on. We always recommend that with the glitter, you hand wash it, put it in the washing machine for spin dry, okay? Only takes like 10 minutes as such, and just put it onto a hanger. And like this must have had at least 30 washes. Okay, but you do need to be careful with the glitter.
Treat it with respect.
The foil's more durable, but the glitter you need to be careful with. But the colour stays, it's really bright. So here we go. Here's our fabric adhesive. And I always keep it upside down, just an empty plastic wine glass. Before we start, I'm just going to do a few little scribbles. I've got a little pin in there, which I keep in there when I'm working with it so that it doesn't dry up into the top. And I would always say, you know, before you go straight onto your garment, just practice with it.
Okay.
Now this...
It's a clever design bottle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great bottle. And if you're going to foil it, you have to let it dry overnight. It takes anything between 4 hours and 24 hours to dry. It depends on room temperature. But don't do it artificially. Don't put hair dryers and things onto it, because it dries the outside, not the inside.
Okay.
This product we've been making for probably 25 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, I started off in the fashion business, so this is what we'd be using for manufacturing. It's a fantastic product. So, what I've done here, I've been playing around, and you will do, when you play around with it, you'll think, oh, I could do a little bit of extra colour here. This effect that I've just done, like animal prints effect, is a great way to fill in gaps, and there's more of all of these effects on the DVD. Now, I went over it, and I've just filled in the middle, and I'm going to be using, I've started colouring it here, and we're going to take our foil, and we've got lots of extras of this colour here, and so I'm going to kind of work through this, going from the pinks here onto the purpley parts. And if you watch, I'm pressing it down. I'm using firm pressure, and that sticks to it. Can you see how that's stuck to the fabric, like so? Wow. So I'm going to just go through this.
So it's like the pen, you let it dry clear, do you?
Yeah, it's exactly, it's the same product. When we do it with the glitter, we do it while it's wet, because we want it to really bite into it. So I'm going to show you how we do that in a moment, but I want to just let you see how easy it is. So it does need that pressure. When it's uneven, I've got the sleeves underneath here. So.
And is this the glue that you'd use on shoes as well, like the suede that's behind us?
Yeah. These ones here, in fact, I've got the ones I'm wearing
Look
as well,
at these.
but I'm not going to.
Oh my word! You'll stop the traffic if you're wearing these.
I'm all the time stopped with these. They're fantastic. These ones. They're really easy to do. Once you understand the techniques, you know, it just needs the confidence. It just needs the confidence to do it. That's all. It's not a skill.
If that peacock feather is what you're loving the look of, and we always get questions about that, that is an image that you can print off from Tonatex's website.
Yes, that's right. And I'm going to be showing you how to do it onto stockings.
Ooh.
We're going to see how to do it. It's very stretchy, fantastic for the party season.
The one crack?
No. It's really elastic. Here we go. Here's a little bit you can feel of it. It's a bit like, you know, when you get free gifts on magazine covers and you're playing with that sticky, stretchy glue? That's what it's like. I know, it's sort of once you start playing with it.
Yeah, that's my Christmas party outfit sorted.
One size. So can you see here how I've done two-colour effect? Do you know something? This top, actually, between you and me, I caught it on something. So I had to actually cover over where there was a snag. It's a great way to get your confidence. You know when you think...
But also, if you drop your dinner down your front, it's a great way of covering it up, isn't it?
I didn't drop my dinner down my front.
I do all the time.
I caught this top, and I like it. I like this top, so I thought, right, this is what we'll do. But it's also a very good idea. When you start off with this, take something you've got already that you couldn't care less about. Because if you go and buy something new, you're nervous. You're nervous before you do anything. Oh, is it going to work? It's really expensive, that top.
We've all got we've all got budget T-shirts that have cost us, you know, next to nothing, and maybe they're just boring and dull. You want to jazz them up a little bit.
Well, all of these things, they're not expensive. And listen, I started in the fashion business by just playing with old clothes.
What about trainers, like canvas trainers and things?
Yeah, fantastic. We've got some. Where are those trainers? Here we go.
Would it work on leather as well? It's
better on suede than leather.
Is it?
It needs to bite into it. So leather's got a lot of finishing onto it. You want it to bite in. Look, here we go. These are fabulous.
Oh, they're cool, aren't they?
Yeah. In fact, you see these ones here? Okay. These are just from a supermarket. I think they were about £2, these ones. These were from a party I did for kids, and I found out everybody's size beforehand. What we did to make it dry quicker, actually, you know those little punches, shape punches? We just punched into the middle of labels so that we had the butterfly shape. We put the labels on, just used the lolly stickers like a little a squidgy to sort of pull it through, so it dried quicker.
Oh, wow.
I got from the shoe shop some empty boxes, and that was the going home present. So found out everybody's size, invested £2 in each child, plus the kit, and it was really, really easy to do. Everybody loved them.
Well, remember, this is the fabric kit, so it's almost like another one-day special, because look at the saving, £33 off what you should be paying today. That's what you're getting. Now, how many sheets of foil? Can you just remind me on that one? How many sheets of foil you get in that one? 18 sheets of foil and 15 that are just turquoise.
Yes.
So you're getting basically 33 sheets of foil. That's so much foil. 31, is it? 31, sorry. And then you get a stack of 9 glitters again, plus you get the fabric glue, you get the headband, and also, of course, the downloadable DVD. The code for that is there, so you go to Tonatex's website and you can watch it there for lots of inspiration and ideas. And the downloadable DVD actually covers fabric, it covers card and glass and all of that, and also laserjet printers too.
Yeah, it's in 3 sections. If you've got a laser printer, it's a more advanced technique. It's fantastic to know, but it's not like the pen is foolproof.
Yeah.
Okay, you really can't go wrong with a pen. To know how to use it with a laser printer, you need to know a lot more. and part
That's on the
3
DVD.
of the DVD. But basically, part 2 is fashion, fabric, textiles. There's loads more techniques. I'm just showing here the basics that when you get that kit home and you open it up,
You can play straight away.
Yeah, you can play with it straight away. I want to show you as well here how we do. I'm just going to pop that aside. I'll be finishing it off
How we do the
afterwards.
glitter.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so that's the one that I've just done here.
Yeah.
Okay, very sophisticated tool. Straw. Cut it into a point, like so. And then what we want to do is we want the glitter to really bite into it while it's wet because of the washing. So
as long as it's white, it's still wet, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I would always say to do it within the first 20 minutes, half hour.
So you've got a bit of time.
Yeah, and then we literally, this is how we can direct it. And later on, when you see me doing the peacock feathers, you'll see how I blend the colours. It's literally, it's easy. That's it, and you just have to let it dry like that. But I'm not using a lot, and again, I'm using my technique where I'm blending colours. Can you see how I'm just overlapping? Because when you get this kit with the glitters, you've got the full palette of colours. You've got the full palette of colours. It's not like you've bought 3 and, oh, I wish I had the blues, you know, because you get totally carried away with this anyway of mixing it all together. Can you see? Like so.
Then mix in a little bit of gold.
Exactly.
Leave
And
it to dry. How long do you know?
to-
How long do you know when it's dry?
Ah, exactly, because you can't see, can
No.
you? So what you do is you do a little bit on a piece of paper on the side, and then you know when it's dry.
Right.
Okay, and then you need to shake it off the excess.
Okay.
Okay, but it's literally that easy to do. In fact, there's a really nice scarf behind me. Here we go.
Well, this shows you how elastic it is as well.
No, this isn't the
Oh, isn't it?
stretchy one. No, sorry. We need this.
There was one like it. It was stretchy, wasn't there? Another one.
I
Similar.
know.
Oh, it's there.
We've got loads of samples. Look, there's so many around, and you've got, of course.
Look at that.
Whoops.
So if you've got, you know, a good freehand technique, look at what you can do.
It's these techniques here are confidence. You know, when I did
Just going
this,
for it.
Yeah, just go for it. You see here, again, if you're doing canvas, multimedia, I remember doing this in front of everybody at an exhibition that was really quiet, and literally just took the adhesive, splashed it on, and used that technique
That looks
for
really
the
effective.
colours.
In a
Look how-
gallery, that would be a fortune.
Oh gosh, absolutely. You know, and you can use with this adhesive, you can use it with palette knives, with brushes. There's loads more techniques that you can use with it.
Okay, well, we're careering towards the end of our launch hour. Very busy for everything from Michelle and Tonatex. This is the fabric kit, okay? So you're getting, for the first few of you, first few hundred, I believe, you'll get the bonus headband, which you can decorate, of course, with the glitter and also with the foils. You're getting 31 sheets of foil, 9 pots of glitter, the all-important fabric glue, downloadable DVD, which is the same DVD for both the one-day special and the fabric kit as well, and of course the packaging, which you can put together yourself to make it really, really attractive. Wrap it up, put it under the tree if it is a gift. 014 735. If you know it's fabric that the person wants to decorate, then go for that kit. Then we have our pack of 10 of the superb rub and foil pens. Half the stock is gone in under an hour. 10 pens for under £20, £2 per pen, and they are adjustable. You can control the flow, as Michelle showed you, whether you're having a fine line or something thicker. And yeah, just wait for it to go transparent, and that's when you apply the foil, or indeed when you apply the glitter. And then the one-day special has got one of those pens in it. 40%, really? 40% of the one-day special stock has gone in hour 1. And lots of you wait until the end of the hour to see all the demonstrations and order in between shows. Feel free, you can do that. Provided we've got the stock, you can get it. That is how it's going to arrive. It comes in like an envelope, but inside, Michelle has very kindly put the upmarket packaging as well, which basically is like that, but it will come flat-packed, so you can actually...
Instructions
Yeah.
inside, and there's a video as well on our website if you've forgotten how easy it is to put together.
So you can pop that together and put the glitters and all the foils in there as well, and then that will be easily wrapped under the tree. And it will be dispatched in the next couple of days. You'll get it well in time for Christmas, no problems there whatsoever. But this is what you could be doing with Tonatex foiling. this is foiling that quite simply is unlike any other system, really, because it's the pen that does the work. It's the pen that you control, you write with or trace with if you're not very good freehand. But look at what you can do. When it goes on blue, so you can see where you've been. Then when it dries, it goes transparent. And you then go over with the foil and look at what you get. The effects are brilliant. And in the one-day special today, I don't know how Michelle's done this, actually, 84 sheets of foil. You've got loads of all the most popular ones, the holographic and the teal and the gold and the silver. And you get lots of special effects, animal print, that sort of thing in there as well. It's really, really lovely. And you get, of course, your 9 pots of glitter. You can watch the DVD if you wish to, or otherwise record these shows too, and watch for different techniques as the day goes on. But, you know, it's the pen that does the work, and it's also the glitter and the foil that goes on where the pen's been.
And there's no mess.
No mess.
There's no mess. Look, literally, that's all of the glitter that I've used there. Can you see?
Yeah. And the best way of describing it is, you know the stickiness on a Post-it note that stays sticky? Well, that's really what this glue is like, this adhesive is like that. So when it goes transparent, it's ready for the foil to be put on. And there's no real, you know, you haven't got to do it within 5 minutes, otherwise it goes off or anything like that. You've got plenty of time.
If you feel it, it feels like it's been embossed.
Yeah, it does.
You can feel it. It's fantastic. It's really, and it's just easy. It's for all ages. So if you've just tuned in, really, you can buy it for kids. 6+, it's tested. You don't have to worry.
Well, Michelle and I are back with more live demonstrations at 8 o'clock tonight. Order it out in between the shows while we have the stock, because I'm not quite sure how long it's going to be around tomorrow. If it goes early, did try and warn you. OK, and you can personalise your glasses, you can personalise little pots and trinkets, MDF, cardstock, all sorts of different surfaces. Thanks, Michelle. Really enjoyed
Pleasure.
that.
See you later.
See you later at 8 o'clock. I'll be up next, though. We've got some cross-stitch coming, and Jeremy and myself will keep you entertained, hopefully, in a couple of seconds. Yes, so acclaimed cross-stitch artist Thea Gurovano. We're going to show you her fantastic kits coming up in just a second. Then we have our last live show of the day, Tonatex Foils One Day Special, coming on at 8 o'clock. But the fun continues with Tonic Crafty Corner Weekday Wonder an hour later.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Kay, and together with my husband Alfie, we have a little stamp manufacturing company called Indigo Blue. We started off in our garden shed, and now we have a lovely family of people working together to make gorgeous rubber stamps. And now we're actually working with Hochanda, some like-minded people, to really bring all that inspiration to you at home.
Hello, good evening. You're watching Hochanda on this Monday. And Jeremy, familiar face, is back with us.
Hi, Dave. Nice to see you again. Hi.
And you. We're just saying how cold it is in the studio. Yeah. We just turned the aircon off.
Got to talk quicker.
Absolutely. Both wearing jumpers. Very unusual for me to wear a jumper. Right, what we've got for you in the show today